Hi, everybody. We're a minute early. We're a minute early. Can you believe it? Hello, viewer. Today is Sunday, June, or is it June 23rd, 2024. I am Mr. Broon, and I trust you are all doing very well today. It's summer in the Northern Hemisphere, winter in the Southern. On this evening's live stream, we are discussing the latest news in the entertainment and on the social media. It was a week where shite, blah, 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 and even more shite, blah, blah, blah. So, as I always say, if you've not shut down for the evening, lots to get through. Shall we get those guests out? You know it. Let's do this. Okay, so first, from a VPN far, far away, he is the golden reach-round droid of choice. It is ZPPO.
Oh, good evening, Mr. Brown.
Hello.
Hello, pleasure to be here again on the Sunday evening. How's things?
It's not bad. It's a little bit warm in Blighty today, isn't it?
It is a bit, well, warmer than expected. Like a normal
temperate
day in America, yes.
It's been pissing down the last month.
I'm used to. It makes me reflect a lot, the sun.
Have you dispensed with the droid vid now? Has it gone?
Yes, I'm completely cured, although I still don't have my full sense of smell back.
Jesus. Really? There you go, Stream Killer. Great to have you on, mate.
It's a pleasure to be here.
Should we get the next peep out? Yeah.
Go on, do it.
Okay,
you know you want to.
Okay, I do. Next, oh, sure, buddy. Next, the channel's very own astromech droid. It is Professor Aptu.
Well, hello there.
God, those scissors look threatening.
Oh, no.
Yeah, look at this, everybody.
That's all about fun. Scissoring. Yes. Well, hello there. Yes, great to be here.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing well. I have jury duty tomorrow, which is great.
I'm jury duty now. It is great to have you on, my friend. Should we get the next peep out?
Let's do it.
Okay. Oh, yes. All I will say is I love this guy. Genuinely. It's not the Meg Geek. It's MattCat83.
I genuinely love you too. How are you?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. Just so you know, real quick, my kids are in play mode right now. So if you hear them,
kids are kids, mate.
Yeah, I apologize. They are crazy.
At least somebody's enjoying themselves.
They are a little too much today, but you know.
How are you doing, my friend?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good.
Channel, how's it going?
Pretty good. You know, I mean, steady. You know, just you know how it is. It is what it is.
Subs picking up again. Mine are picking up at last. Thank God.
Yeah. It's always a slowly but surely kind of thing. So you know.
It is great to have you on.
It's good to be on.
Shall we get the next peep out?
Absolutely.
Okay, and last but by no means least, he's the wise elder of the channel. You know the rest. All that. He's a great mega geek himself, and he'll probably spoil it. Ian David Diaz.
Sorry, I'm eating again.
Hello.
How's everybody?
What are you eating today, Ian?
I'm eating toasted cheese and ham sandwich.
Nice.
It's lovely. It really is.
And what about the sandwich?
I got my Daisy Ridley t-shirt on.
Oh, nice.
Have you? What a ray of sunshine.
Is that the one you stole off her?
No.
Thank you, man's joke. Moving on. It's great to have you on, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
You enjoy your sandwich. Bon appetit.
Thank you. I will.
Okay. Oh, wait. There is another. R2, can you do that? There is another. Hello, Rennie.
Hello.
You all right?
Yeah, it's hot as hell here in Texas as well. It's
Swamp
in the
hot?
hundreds. Yeah.
Oh wow.
complete swamp ass, and because of the humidity, it's like disgusting.
Yowza.
And I will say, R2, I have received a jury duty summons as well, but mine's
Oh,
not until
no.
July, so I'm pretty salty about
Yeah,
that.
jury duty sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yes.
It
in
is what it
England,
is.
in England, right? I received one. My sister used to work for the Old Bailey, and she said to me, "If you ignore it, then
They go away.
They go away." Yeah.
You can get locked up in jail for
Yeah.
ignoring a jury duty summons here. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and not do that.
Yeah.
Because over here, if you ignore it, they ignore you. That's it.
Yeah.
At minimum here, you're getting a fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd rather not give the government any more money
Right.
than they
There
already
you
get
go.
from me.
Not in the US. There you go.
No.
I've never actually been called to actually serve. I've never actually been impaneled on a jury. I have had to show up
lucky.
several times, but usually when they find out that I have a postgraduate degree, I'm out of there because
Oh,
they
good
don't
for
want
you.
anyone who's smart.
Oh, okay.
It-
Dr.
it-
Iceman.
It will be. It will be R2-12 angry R2 and Rennie L.
Yes.
men.
Yes. 12 Angry Men shit. Hello, Doc.
Pretty much. So yeah, this is basically the preliminary thing where they try to do the jury selection and all that stuff.
Yep.
So fingers crossed they don't pick me.
Yep.
And they don't pick you, R2.
Yep.
Welcome to
Do they pay you, though?
Do
Do
Do they pay you?
You are
I think-
paid. It depends on the state and it depends on the court that you're called for, and how far you have to drive to be there and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, they do pay you
Good evening, Chuck.
something, and legally your boss has to let you out of work if you.
Oh,
you
but,
have to
but
miss
do they
work.
pay you the same wage you get when
Oh,
you're
hell
working?
no.
No.
Amuse
Hell no.
just amuse
Hell
yourself,
no.
folks. Just
That's
amuse
terrible. That's
Yeah.
I think it's
terrible.
like 15 or 20 bucks here
Yeah.
a day.
Yeah.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
I think it's a bit more than that where I live, but yeah, it's
Yeah, mine was they pay us 15% of what we make or whatnot. But my employer, they just they pay me my full wage. for the
Here you go, Flav Lemay. It's a 1K fine in the UK, and if you don't pay that, then contempt, they will basically they'll
Yeah.
bum you.
Convene a jury or something.
Yep.
Yes.
day.
Okay. Anything to add about jury service or?
Yeah, if you do get selected, it is not fun. It's not fun at all. I did not have fun both times I got selected as a jury member. I got to start lying about that shit.
Wasn't the Trump case, was it?
No. One was like an assault on a convenience store, and then one was a woman got pulled over and she had been smoking, but it wasn't legal at the
Was
time.
it Nick Ricado's missus? Was it? Sword and
It
Storm.
was.
I would show up in a Punisher shirt. Yes.
So yeah, I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of something to say to get out of it, and I don't lie very well, so I don't want to
Yeah.
fake being a bigot.
Yeah.
I'm the same
I
way. I'm a
can't-
horrible liar.
There you go. Funky Lover 1369 wrenched. Oh, I love jury duty. Well, somebody's gonna.
You
There's
can
a
have
few
my
people that
spot
do.
next time. Yeah, I just don't like having somebody's like future in the palm of my
Yeah.
hands. It's and the thing and some my experience was the other jury members were total dicks, and it was like they'd be like, "Well, why aren't you voting not guilty?" And it's like, and then you try to explain, and then they just like run over you, and I'm like, "All right, I'm done talking to you people. If you're gonna be an asshole to me."
Take Henry Fonda's side. Take Henry Fonda's
Well,
side.
okay,
That's all you do. Just take
I
his
just
side.
I don't like the idea of either letting an innocent person rot in jail or whatnot. And
Exactly.
Texas does the death penalty, so there's that as well.
It's not that
But
bad, is it?
on the other side, letting a guilty person free, I mean, either way,
Yeah.
it's just gonna suck.
Yeah.
I have been told by a lawyer that the trick is simply to ask questions during voir dire, during the jury selection. If you do ask a question, they're gonna kick you out right away because they know that you're far too interested in the case to be beneficial to anything they have to tell you. So,
And on that bombshell, shall we talk about
let's
some
move
less,
on.
Yeah.
Shall we talk about some less interesting stuff?
Yes.
For sure.
Yes. Good evening, chats. Episode 211, Musings, blah, blah, blah. Today's date. Please like, share, subscribe. Please, please, please press the thumbs up button, folks. really, really helps with the algorithm. Please. Donate the channel if you're that way inclined. Should we get on with it? Yes, I think we should.
Get on with it.
Do it.
Ah! Big episode then this week.
Big. Yes.
Okay.
Big.
Oh, the Acolyte.
Catty, you
Yeah.
loved this episode, didn't you?
I did not. It was boring. It was so boring. Although they hooked me in with that little gerbil dude, whatever his name was, Basil.
Smilex.
They hooked, yeah,
Smilex.
he was adorable as shit. I was like, that is too freaking cute. I can't handle it. But other than that, the episode was shit. It was pure shit because it was boring. It was nothing happened, and I'm like, they turn. It's always like a 30-minute or 40-minute episode, and they could sum it all up in 5 minutes, and I'm all like, it's so stupid. I don't even care. I don't know about any of you, but I don't even care what the Jedi did. I don't care why she's killing these motherfuckers. I don't care about any of it.
4 episodes to review yet. Fucking, that's gonna be a
Yeah.
slog.
What did you
Yeah,
think of
pretty
the What did you think of the lightsaber battle that we got with the Wookiee?
We found out why. We found out why we didn't see it.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
couldn't
well,
afford it.
yeah. Well, if
They didn't
in
have the budget.
$22 million episode. Couldn't afford a lightsaber battle with a Wookiee.
yeah, it's
So he died off
ridiculous.
screen.
Yeah, I did. We will get to see him kind of fight later on, though. It was in the trailer, so
Ian, did you watch the episode of You Bailed Now?
Bailed. I'm not watching shit like this anymore.
good for you.
Okay. How's the
Can't blame
sandwich?
you.
Good.
Here you go, Internet Help Desk, hello, my friend. $12,500 a second.
You can really see it up there on the screen too.
Yeah, it's an uninteresting show. Like none of the planets are interesting. None of the characters are interesting. This Malada Starberg, I don't know how to say her name. She is not good at playing twins. I cannot tell the difference between these two bitches. And
They're
the whole
identical
time-
twins, Matty.
Yeah, well, I can't. Well, this is the thing. She can't play two different people. I have a twin brother, and we are two separate people. Even though we're also identical, you will be able to tell by our personalities that we're two different people. There is no way, like just by talking to us, that you would be able to figure out that my brother was me because we're just totally. She's so bad at it. It's ridiculous.
Here you go, folks. SMJ32, hello, my friend. Those Wookiee fight scenes must be really expensive.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
So the villain in this, has she become good yet?
Yeah, she
Yes.
just turned
pretty
on
much.
a dime. Yeah.
Didn't we predict this?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think I predicted it. See, that's the reason why I shouldn't watch it, because it's pointless. You know what's going to happen. Just
Like
the
a
whole
broken
thing's pointless.
pencil.
Oh yeah,
Pointless.
she is going to be forgiven, and nothing is going to happen. Even though she killed 2 Jedi, she is going to be like let free and watch. She's going to join the Jedi at the end of this.
It's fine, yeah. Yeah, murder.
Yeah,
Don't count.
because
She's a woman,
it's
murder,
Frozen
blah, blah, blah.
meets Kill Bill, and that's how it is.
She is Reva 2.0. Benarad,
Yep.
my friend. Yes.
No, Rita had a better backstory.
Yeah. She hasn't
She killed
shaken
2
off.
people.
She hasn't shaken off 2 lightsaber wounds yet either. So
Right?
Do you
She's
know,
not
guys?
as invincible as Rita.
Do you know, guys? Right? You know, I'm not white. I'm not black either. And I went up for a
Sorry?
job. And I went up for a job for Disney, and they said I wasn't black enough. Anyway, carry on.
I saw you did that. Okay, so I was looking forward to this, and it let us down, didn't it?
You knew it was.
I was gonna say, did you really think it was gonna be good though?
No, but I'm an optimist. We were all trashing it before it started, and I was just hoping that maybe, just for once, we were wrong, and that it'd be just some.
How could you come to that
half-decent-
conclusion? You got
Oh,
Squarehead.
it must be
in charge.
sunstroke or something. I don't know.
Squarehead's in charge of this show. She wrote it. How could you think it would be any good?
Well, didn't she? Well, she didn't write all the episodes. I think
No.
she only wrote the first. Was it the first two? And the thing is, if you watch like that Russian Doll show, was it the Russian Doll? One of
Mhm.
her shows, I can't remember off the top of my head. It wasn't that bad.
It was shit.
No,
It was. It was
Sorry.
rubbish.
It's official. I'm a div.
I
everybody,
didn't
sorry,
hate it.
man,
I didn't
sorry.
think it was great. I didn't think it was one of the greatest shows ever. But when I got done watching, I was like, it was pretty good. I mean, it wasn't the worst thing ever. And the thing about it is, this is just bad. It's just not good. And yeah, it's bad.
May I make a bold statement?
Bold.
I would
Go
love
on.
you to.
Star Wars died 2012?
Yes,
Was it?
yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. should we
I
move
would
on
at
then?
least say
Mhm.
like at the latest 2017, was it? When the
At a
last Jedi
push,
came out?
yeah, at a push.
At the
possibly.
latest.
Yeah.
Because Rennie likes the prequels.
I actually like the prequels.
I
Yeah.
do
know,
too.
so I
I do
said.
too, Rennie. I like the prequels.
But
I
there
will
you go.
take them any day over all the silver shit.
Absolutely, right? Absolutely.
Is it Rogue One? Tony Gilroy.
Well, that one's good too. I do like Rogue
Perhaps-
One.
Yeah.
Tony
It's okay.
Gilroy should have run the entire show with no influence from you know who,
Yeah, you'd be lucky.
and we might be in a different place now. But anyway,
Maybe.
uh,
But Andor didn't get any views either. I mean, nobody watched Andor.
Andor was shit, man.
I personally didn't like Andor either.
It
But
was.
Andor, there are parts of
Wow.
Andor that are really good. Like,
wow.
I'd fight tooth and nail with Platoon on that one. Jesus, that was so boring.
Why don't
Oh my
you
God.
you two should do a commentary? You know, like a director's
I
of
can't
each
because
episode. With
I
it.
only
It'd be
watched
amazing.
three. I only
Amazing.
watched 3 episodes. That
Yeah,
was enough
see,
for me.
amazing.
That's the problem making it is you only watch those 3 episodes and everything really interesting and good happens after that.
Go
that's
give it
not-
a second watch. It's well
I-
worth it.
I will say this for the cheap seats. I said this before. If a show does not capture you in the first 3 episodes, why are you there? Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
They have to do that. That's the rule. If they don't do it, they can
Ian's-
go screw themselves. Do you
Ian,
know
not
what I mean?
fucking about this
What's
evening.
this rubbish?
Z, are you
Anyway.
available, please, my friend?
Common people for £10.
Z, are you available, please, my friend?
I most certainly am. Get off my chats.
Oh, I'm sorry, pal.
Gold
Common
coloured.
people in the chat for 10 British pounds says, it's shite being Scottish. Usually I calm down, but I'm so angry. 120 minutes of pish on the left, pish on the right, and pish down the middle. Talk me down, Moon. Talk me down.
Should have had a penalty, perhaps. Maybe. Sorry,
I should have
mate.
a penalty for the accent.
The
Not
thing
too
is,
bad.
though, seriously, I've gotten to the point where I don't give any fucks anymore for these shows. I
True.
Really?
Well,
Yeah, I
Never,
just
never
don't care.
guessed.
Don't care anymore.
Okay, on that.
Go on.
I was just gonna say, does anybody care who Zipper Face is? Does anybody care?
Nope.
Do you? Because I mean, like, they're really trying hard to make us think it's Asian Ezra Miller, and now I'm all like, I think it's the Black Mother. She survived, and
Oh, I thought
Somehow
it was the
the-
horny mother, but
I think it's one of the mothers. then.
Either way, it's shite. Should we move on?
True. Yeah, we can move on.
It's shite. Okay. Does anybody know what this is about? In a new video on his channel, Star Wars Theory has revealed that he is ready to pursue legal action against Wikipedia for defamation after the online site made accusations of Theory sending his fan base to attack the site's employees. Blah, blah, blah.
Don't
Anybody?
know. Don't
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, so I have followed this a bit. So yeah,
Nice.
I can fill you in if you
Yeah, do it.
So basically, during his live stream this week, watching the 4th episode,
Yeah.
you probably know, if you've seen it, there's the mess that happened with them introducing Kiadi Mundi, who up until this episode was canonically or non-canonically, as some people would argue, was born basically 40 years after this episode takes place. So there were real-time edits happening, like while he was streaming, while the episode, just after the episode was finishing, there were edits happening on there. People on Wikipedia were changing his birth date. They were changing the date in which he was born. And so the whole thing was that they were talking about this during the episode and talking about how ridiculous it was and making this change. Why did they have to change this? We talked about this some on Thursday when we were here. Why did they have to make this change? And why did they have to introduce this character? Could have been somebody else. Anyway, they were having a lot of the same discussions that we had. And then Wikipedia claimed that immediately after his stream, they were receiving death threats. They were receiving all sorts of nasty, awful, racist comments and so on. Of course, they never said who said those things. They never,
and they didn't post anything.
Yeah, they didn't post anything. Or,
Liars.
so, but they said that it was his audience because they were like, well, it happened right after your show finished, right? So it had to, it was your audience. So it's clearly circumstantial. It could have been anybody, but they basically started saying it was his audience and it was his fault. He was instigating this. And so that's what the whole legal action is. He's saying, look, you go back and look at my streams. I never told anybody to go attack you. I never told anyone to make threats. Yes, we had arguments. Yes, there were discussions about this, but there was never any sort of direction for my people, as he calls them, my fans, to go and attack Wikipedia. So it's all ridiculous. I doubt there'll ever be any real legal action. I don't know that there's going to be any sort of retraction from Wikipedia as to what they said, but yeah, that's where things got kind of nasty, is when they were saying he was instigating these death threats, basically.
Wow.
Yeah, they're liars. I don't believe it.
They are
That is
absolute
so
liars.
shitty.
Master of the TDS collated a load of tweets directed at Star Wars Theory, where one of them was calling for him to be beheaded.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Jeez.
As much as I don't like the guy, I don't think he deserves all this shit. Wow, that's a bit much.
Our Ruin said he got 3 death threats last week.
Holy crap.
Yeah, Ruin Johnson.
But it's the old school Star Wars fans that are the problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bunch of
Yeah.
bullshit.
I don't
Yeah,
believe anybody.
we're the haters and bigots.
That's right. But
Yeah.
they're the ones making the death threats. Yeah, that's adding up real well.
Yeah, here you go. Sorry, chat moved up. Here you go. Dr. Aspen, on the mic. Aren't they also going after Nerdrotic and Drinker too? Yeah, was it Looper?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looper was the one they did the article video, whatever,
Looper's a
saying
good one as well.
No, it's not.
no.
No.
Well, it used to be.
Corporate. It's
Used
corporate.
maybe used to
Corporate.
be, but
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Looper. I used to watch Looper stuff. Back in the day.
Looper's corporate. It's not. It's
Oh,
not
okay.
real. It's basically a shill company. That's basically what it is.
Ah.
Yeah. So there you go. Same thing with the other one as well. What was that one? What culture is the same? It's the same.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're kind of shilling
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, if you
Oh,
don't
okay. So
supply
that backfires.
a tweet or a DM of somebody threatening you, I don't believe you. I'm sorry. We live in a age where I can pull out my phone and screenshot anything. So I just I call bullshit 100%.
Yeah,
Yep.
I mean, you could very literally post it without ever having to out the person that sent it. Just take a
Exactly.
screenshot of it, blank out their name, say, "Hey,
Mhm.
look, here's the threats that we got." Or hey, you know what? If someone's sending you death threats, put them on blast.
That's what I say. Also,
Yep.
I like when
100%.
Yeah.
with that whole whoever played Reva, I don't remember, Moses Ingram. If
Moses
she
Ingram.
she put stuff on there, but I'm like, no. If somebody's saying racist shit to you, put it up there. Put their face up there. I want to know
Yep.
who these people are.
Yep.
But they weren't, because they didn't, and you're a liar. And same thing with these people.
Yeah, again, I would say this. It's a real shame because if it's so obvious, right? If you have to lie about your product, right, and literally go out of your way to eliminate opinions, what does that say about you and what you believe in?
Hmm.
I don't understand how they don't get that logic at all.
Zero integrity.
Never mind, eh?
Here you go, folks. In the chats, let's see Ruin's death threats. I
He's
think he
already
posted.
He posted one.
Yeah, he posted them on
Yeah.
on the Twits.
Yeah, and people were saying, "Hey, show us who this asshole is. We want to know who
Yeah.
actually said it,"
Yeah.
because
Yeah,
he blurred out their name.
Don't protect him. Put him out there.
I agree.
I was kind of expecting a car video as well, with saying that we're all racists as well. You know, like
we got well better than a car
Oh, yeah,
video.
we got our own music video.
Yeah, we got this.
Oh dear.
In the bin.
Anybody see
Yeah,
this?
course.
Hashtag the Acolyte star Amanda Stenberg posted a social music video that responds to the Star Wars discourse. The lyrics include they splice lines, make hate they recognize, eh? Blah 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 blah, whatever.
I think she's
Anyway.
quite cute, actually. It's a shame
She
she's doing
is.
all this crap. Isn't
Shame
it?
she's
And-
toxic.
Yeah, and I have to just say this little music video. I'll be honest with you. She ate because I like the whole. I like the style of the music video, and she's like you said, she's very pretty and
It's very street.
yeah, and it's very put together well. The thing is, it's very racist in my opinion. So she can suck it. So
Yeah, but
and
she's
I
on
mean
the
that
side of
literally,
right,
though.
so it's not, is it?
Yeah, I mean that literally though,
No.
because I like my dick sucked.
It's complete bullshit. This is Amanda Stenberg, who's worth $2 million and has never suffered a single day of oppression in her
Yeah,
entire life.
exactly.
She's
And-
been in constant employment as an actress since the age of 13 and has appeared in 24 separate TV, movie, and shorts.
You're
The
totally right.
Acolyte was specifically written for her,
Really?
and she's a victim somehow.
But
Yes.
the thing is, she's employed by Disney, right? But she's not black enough. So why has she been employed? That's all I can say. She needs to be darker, darker, darker. There you go.
She's employed because a certain producer who used to be Harvey Weinstein's assistant admits that she's had a thing for her since she was 13.
Oh wow,
That's why she's employed.
That's not weird at all.
No.
Inappropriate, isn't it? So
Revolting.
Yeah, I love how she claims victimhood, but yet she is the one that is saying like with that clip, and I know it's from The Hate You Give, but she's saying like white tears or white people crying was the reason we made the film or whatever, and I'm all like, and then if you watch that whole clip, she goes on to say like she just wanted white people to feel empathy, and I'm all like, yeah, but you're being racist because you're pointing out just white people and saying we don't have empathy for when we see black people dying by the hands of the police or whatever.
That
And
is
it's like,
Disney, baby.
yeah, sorry, I used logic and I looked at the whole video and said, well, maybe that guy shouldn't have pulled out a gun on police officers and such and everything. It's very racist, and she needs to check her privilege.
Any website or YouTuber or Twitter or anybody who's been showing this video, she's been banging them for copyright. She's
Yeah,
been well,
she has,
well on it.
So it's just about the money then.
Well, I mean, this has had the complete opposite effect of what she wanted, because the Acolyte went from 14% on Rotten Tomatoes down to 13%. So, well done, Amanda. Well done.
Good job.
Never mind. They are void of logic, though. They, it's like, again, I would say, if you watched we're probably going to come to it. If you watched the last Doctor Who, apparently that has no logic in it, apparently, because I never saw it. But every one of my friends says it has no logic. The story has no logic.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're trying to.
no sense.
Yeah, so that's what they're trying to teach everybody. Trying to teach the kids that logic doesn't matter. It does matter. Of course, it matters.
Are we at this stage now that well, it's obvious? We've had this before where their TV show or whatever it is has been released. It's not very good. People criticize it, and we get branded Rathathist for basically not agreeing with it or not liking it. It's like a default position.
If you use logic, right, as I said this in a post on X, there's objective criticism and there's subjective criticism, and according to everybody that's watched this show or watched the last episode, it fails in both camps, and so people, that's what all people are saying. It's not because of the color of her skin or because there's loads of lesbians
it's a bad
in it.
program.
It's because it's a bad program.
Yeah, a very bad
That's
program.
it.
Yeah.
I have watched literally dozens of YouTube videos on this, and not once has the color of her skin come up as a problem with this show. Not once.
So there you go. And you know, again, right? Again, I'll always say this, right? So it's on the record. I do believe in diversity in entertainment. I believe in it 100%, but I don't believe in weaponizing it, and I don't
Right.
believe in what they're doing
Mm.
with it now.
Agreed.
That
the
was well
thing.
said.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Shall we?
Well,
move
can I
on?
Put her
just
in the
say one
bin,
more
yeah.
thing? You
Of
know,
course you can, mate.
if these people would just take a step back, do some self-reflection, and just be like, hey, listen, we made a show. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, hey, maybe the next time somebody will do better. Maybe if they took just a little bit of being a little bit of humbleness, then maybe the rest of us would be like, all right, this is not a bad chick. But no,
No,
she's a total bitch, and I feel no sympathy whatsoever.
What do you
They
mean,
wouldn't.
these people, Matt?
they will never admit
Um,
they are wrong. Never.
You go.
Never. No.
In the chat, not very good. Brown gave blah, blah, blah. And then in the chat is not letting me live it down. I
Yeah,
gave
he
him the
holds you to your
episodes.
shit.
But, you know, knowing Brown, he only gave it that score because he thinks this girl's cute. I think she's very cute.
She is very cute.
Yeah, she's lovely.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, she
Yeah,
was.
I think Brown gives stuff higher scores sometimes than they deserve. He's like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I'm just
this
generous.
is shit. It was a 7." It's like, wait, what?
If there's a cute chick in it though, you have no idea, man. Like it's and she is
Okay.
cute. She's very cute. And I
Okay,
know
so-
it's racist to say this, but she's very well spoken and articulate, and I like that also about her.
So, in a nutshell, we are all racists. Yes.
Well, this is true, but they can simply decide what's racist and what's not. By calling her articulate, you could be racist. So
Okay.
Yeah.
that's-
So-
yeah.
Okay, she worked for Disney. Okay, so anybody see this week?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Has that guy been fired then?
No telling.
Yeah.
He did delete his LinkedIn
He
profile.
did.
Who's
no.
R2? Who's this guy? Oh, it's Michael
Yes.
Giordano,
Yep.
Vice President of Business Affairs. Is that a Disney?
He works for 20th Century, which is part of the division that was purchased with their purchase of Fox. So
Okay.
he worked for them. Which means he's only technically been with Disney, I think, for how long's that been? 3 years? 4
Yeah,
years?
maybe 2.
Yeah.
So this is a sting operation from James O'Keefe, isn't it?
yes.
So this guy, right? Did he answer a dating app? And
Yes, actually, 2. He had 2 dates, and the date in both occasions, they were both hitting him up about his work and DEI and all sorts of discriminatory stuff, talking to him about that, and he was just chatting it up, telling him, "No, hey, there's this nice looking lady who wants to know all about what I do as a job. So hey,
Did you see the other video then when James O'Keefe was outside and the people came across the road and they were working for Disney? Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see
I think I
it.
saw
Yeah,
that
this is what the thing is. This is the
Right.
same video.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody want to read this? Because I don't.
I'll read it.
Go ahead.
Oh, go-
I was going to say.
Okay, this
No,
is
no.
Go ahead, Randy.
this is in
You have
relation
a better
to
voice than
James
me.
O'Keefe.
You have a better
Oh, no,
voice.
actually, I was going to call on you. I was like going to say, go ahead, Matt.
Oh, all right, all right.
Okay,
You always sound good when you read stuff.
Senior Vice President at Walt Disney Company details discriminatory hiring practices. Nobody else is going to tell you this, but they're not considering any white males for the job, says Michael Giordano. I don't know how to say his name.
Giordano.
Thank you, Giordano, a vice president of business affairs. There's no way we're hiring white male. Giordano reveals Disney uses code words and buzzwords to avoid legal action and even mentions a candidate being rejected for not looking black enough. Giordano also
That was me.
Was it him? Yeah.
Giordano admits Disney gives bonuses to executives for practicing diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI), agreeing that diversity helps with financial incentives. Giordano further claims he's been denied promotions due to his race. Stay tuned for the Disney tapes part 2.
Ooh, can't wait.
Yeah,
Who'd have
so they're-
thought?
I'm excited to hear them too because I'm making a video on this now. This shit is huge. I hope a bunch of people get fired and
So
sued.
hold on. So will they be up on charges then? Because I'm pretty sure that's against the law, right?
It
To
is against the law.
discriminate.
Well,
So
as
who's going to sue them then?
I'm pretty sure actually that there's already some federal issues dealing with their hiring practices at Disney because of some other challenges that they've seen. So if anything, this is just going to give them more, more reason, more fuel for that fire. Yeah. Will there be actual lawsuits brought by people who believe they've been denied employment because of the color of their skin? Who knows? We'll have to wait and see.
Princess Fiona, he's on indefinite, might as well be.
An indefinite leave of absence. Yeah, I'm not.
Infinite
Yeah, I was gonna
is
say.
appropriate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna fire him.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Now, go ahead. No.
No, I was just say like I think a lot of this for those of us who've been paying attention, we are not surprised at all, and this is nothing new, right? They've clearly been doing some of this stuff with some of the policies that they've made even public, saying, we really have to have diversity and inclusion here and there and included in all of these things. And we have to have so many people of this color and so many people of that color as part of, different parts of our business. Yes, it's nice to see this. I don't really know that it's going to be admissible in any kind of court setting, but it is interesting to actually see someone coming out and saying it.
You mean to say that they're not going to get sued for this, Disney?
I'm pretty sure they will. Go ahead.
It would have to be someone who's actually been injured by this. It would be somebody who can say, I was denied a job because of these claims.
It was me.
Well, he says he's been denied a promotion.
Yeah.
And it would be up to him to decide if he could actually.
Well, if he's going to get fired, he might as well.
It just depends. If he does something like that, he would burn every bridge that he has left in Hollywood because all of these studios work together. Everyone in all of these different studios talk to each other. They know who's on the bandwagon and who's not. Right. And if he were to come out and sue and be public about some of these things that he was caught saying and, actively engage with the studios about this, he would be blackballed. No one would ever hire him again.
But he'll be rich. So he might not need it. You hear Mel Gibson's making a studio and it's not going to be woke, he says. He's trying to pull everything back, isn't he? And I think Harrison Ford is joining him as well. So things are happening slowly. I have no doubt that this is just an era of crap and it's going to go, well, I hope soon, but yeah, I think it's going to be defeated, all this nonsense.
Catty.
Oh, I was just going to ask you guys a question because I saw people online. Two things. One, do you feel bad for this Giordano guy that he got roped into these
possibly a little bit?
And then also, I saw some people questioning O'Keefe's method of getting these people to talk through dating apps. They go on a date with somebody and they're talking to somebody that they feel like they can open up to and everything, and then they're put in under the hot plate as soon as this stuff gets released when they were just trying to get laid. And I was just curious if you guys feel bad for them or not, and if you think this is a good way of going about it.
I honestly think that it's not a good way to go about it, but something had to be done.
Undercover journalism.
And it's not up to me to decide whether James O'Keefe did something bad. I think it's up to the courts, really. But I think this is a good thing that somebody has been tricked into telling the truth.
Disney are getting called out for it. It's about time.
Yeah. And also, if he does sue them, I reckon he stands a good chance of, well, I don't know the law, but maybe stands a good chance of getting some money. I don't know.
Yeah. Can I just say, I saw a picture one time. I don't know if he still uses the same woman, but I saw a picture one time of one of the women's that's on this dating app. And I'll tell you right, she's got an ass for days. I would have told her anything. I'll tell you. She could have told me she was cute and she had a great ass. If she could have asked for my social security number and I would have gave it to her. I was like, no wonder these guys they bleed their hearts out to her.
And that bombshell, let's move on. Okay.
Mm.
The Boys creator Eric
Kripke.
Kripke is a lifelong Star Wars fan and wants to develop something in that universe
Oh,
one day.
go
I
away.
mean,
Is
he
he,
might
is he
as
gay?
well.
Is he gay?
I think he's
Come
some
on.
sort of protected characteristic. He's got something that
Oh,
checks a box, but
no.
he might as well do it. I mean, shit. After all the stuff that he said about the boys, if you don't like it, don't fucking watch. And I don't know if you guys saw this, but there was an article out there that was saying that Trump fans are outraged and conservatives are outraged because of the allegories between Homelander and Trump on this season and stuff. And I'm like, well, I'm not a Trump fan, but I still don't want to see American politics in my entertainment. So yeah, so you might as well let him. What damage could he do to Star Wars that's not already been done? It's dead.
Mm.
There you go.
Yeah,
Shall we?
yeah.
Anything to add then?
Nope.
No, it's fucked everybody. It's dead. Not even resting.
I'm not even watching it.
Beating a dead horse.
Okay, let's move on then. Look, my cat's going mental.
Yeah, I heard your cat this time.
Oh,
The Boys.
okay. Who watched episode 4?
No,
Me.
I
No.
did. Yeah.
not watching it. Sorry,
Really?
it's woke. It's woke.
You know, it would have been a fairly and I will say it was a
Spoilers,
fairly
everybody.
decent episode outside of the fucking politics.
I
I'm telling you
agree.
guys, they are doing everything they can. Like, so they even have like this girl now, Firecracker, who's got this Southern accent and wears red, white, and blue, just like Homelander. And they are such an allegory for the Conservative Party or the MAGA crew. It's not even funny. They're
Oh, yeah.
not even doing anything to hide it. And then Starlight is basically, you know, the Liberal Party, you know, her and her gang, and it is so dumb. And so her people and the boys are supposedly the good guys, while Homelander and all them are the bad guys. It's disgusting. I don't want to see that. I am not a conservative, but I don't think it's right to do this kind of stuff and to just literally say one party's better than the other because they both suck right now.
They do.
That's all I'm going to say.
No, I agree. Yeah, this episode was like, it was like, I like the stuff with Homelander, but
Oh, yeah.
When
this
he went
stuff-
after those people?
Yeah, and in the lab
Yeah.
and everything. I liked all those scenes, but the stuff with the boys was just like, I was like, I'm like you, I'm over it. And you can see they're not even trying to like be like subtle about it. It's just out there in your face.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know, the reason I watched this show is because I felt like it wasn't shoving it in my face.
It's
You know,
gone mental now.
yeah, but now it's just like completely like they're shoving it in your face and they're making fun of people, and I'm all like, you know, why are you doing this? You don't need
It's
to.
Did
so
you see,
bad, the drinker.
There's an
Opta
episode
video.
of what's that hospital show called?
New Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam. Have you heard about that one?
No.
Where this guy was suffering because he was suffering because of racism.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you see that clip?
I saw the clip. Yeah, that I laughed so hard.
I
I'm all like,
couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe that they're putting
Mhm.
this crap into TV now.
Oh, you mean
So-
the
Unbelievable.
clip where was it the son has developed
yours-
cancer because
Yes, 'cause of
he's
Your
racism.
son's cancer was
Mhm.
caused by racism.
he's
dying,
Oh my
dying of
God.
racism.
yeah, that was the girl
Oh,
from
Doctor Who.
Dr. Watt, wasn't it?
Dr. What? Yeah.
Was it? What's her name? Something Freeman.
Caroline.
Isla Free. What's her name? Alliga
Oh.
Freeman. Or her name
Something
is,
like that, yeah.
Free-
Oh, Prima Hagerman.
That's
Yeah,
it.
Thank you.
I
That's it.
I thought it was like a comedy parody.
No, it wasn't. It was the real
genuine.
episode. Yeah,
Oh shh!
I know. Isn't that madness?
Christ!
Yeah.
That's real madness, isn't
Oh,
it?
sorry, you go. Freema
Agyeman.
Agyeman. Thank
Agyeman.
you, Princess.
I think there's a
She's
letter missing
gorgeous.
in there, but yeah, she is absolutely like a beautiful chick, by the way, like prettier than Rose. Why the doctor didn't have a thing for her, I don't get it. But anyways,
Yeah, I'll pick Martha over Rose any day of the week.
yeah, she's
Yeah.
gorgeous.
So causes the big C then.
Yeah, apparently in this show.
Yeah.
Christ.
Yep.
Okay. Anything to add? Z, did you watch this episode?
I didn't. I've actually stopped watching The Boys after 2 episodes because they're just doing the same thing over and over again, and I've seen it and I'm bored.
Yeah.
So I've stopped watching. Sorry.
I mean, I did also, I forgot to mention, I did like the scene with, what's his name? Huey and his dad. So seeing
Oh yeah.
like
Yeah.
the treatment and stuff like that, that was pretty cool. But yeah, this episode of way too much politics.
Mm-hmm.
Huey's dad is who?
Simon
Simon
Pegg
Pegg.
in the show.
Simon Pegg, of course. I remember.
Here you go, Melvin Deeply. Hello, my friend. That New Amsterdam episode was from 2021.
Of course it was.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Because of
Okay.
racism.
It
What a load of old bollocks.
was right after the Summer of Love.
So
And on that bombshell, let's move on.
I was about to ask Rennie L, what about the girl with the plastic surgery? Is it
Oh
really
my God, it's
prevalent
Takes
so
now?
me out of it every
obvious.
time.
Michael
Really?
Jackson
Yeah.
knows all the way. Cheek fillers, like her
Michael
jaw is
Jackass.
just so
Oh, wow.
like her jaw is so like straight now. It's not even funny. Like she definitely had surgery, man. I'm telling you, it's sad because she was so cute.
Contouring.
It is not. It is
Mm-hmm.
not. You cannot contour that deeply.
Yeah.
Well, somebody did.
Yeah, I love how she said it was makeup. If it was
Okay.
makeup, then they should fire that
Yeah.
makeup artist.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
and even if you go just look at some old shots of her, some new shots of her, and look at how much
good.
more she's got her cheeks underneath her eyes, how much they're
Yeah.
built up. Like
Yeah.
her eyes look like they're deeper in her head. Like and her nose is different. Yeah.
She looks
Well,
like you know,
BS.
the Scream. Is it the Scream ghost? The mask, the Scream.
Oh my gosh. Well,
I
and if
don't
you
think
guys
she's-
notice,
No,
like
go
when
ahead.
she talks, like her top lip can't even meet her bottom lip all the way anymore. I was like,
Welcome
holy
to
shit.
body shaming on.
Well,
Listen,
no.
if she's happy, who are we? So,
Again,
okay.
I
But
just-
she was
I don't
too
think
cute.
she's ugly.
Why did she
If-
do
Yeah,
that?
She was
if
really
she's
cute.
happy, then who are we? Okay. The Boys season 4 viewership has already seen a 21% increase from season 3.
I mean, I guess so. but-
Reviews it.
That's only over a few episodes, though. I bet by the end of the season, that viewership is going to be back below
People
what
are
it was in
bailing
season
though, aren't
3.
they?
Well,
Yep. I'm not watching it
especially
now.
It's getting review bombed a little bit. with people
Especially if
saying
what
they're not happy.
Kripke said, you know, he's like, I don't give a shit.
Don't
You don't
watch
like it,
it.
don't watch it. Well, then fuck you. People might not watch it. So
Yeah, I don't watch it on Amazon anymore because of that.
I have a friend that sent it to me.
Yeah,
They go,
I watch it.
Anthony,
I go to India to watch it.
There you go.
average British nerd, Anthony Starr is great hamming it up.
He is.
He
I
is
do
great.
enjoy Anthony Starr. Yeah,
Great.
Yeah.
He's
really good.
great.
He is brilliant, but I've had this for 3 seasons now. I just can't get into a 4th.
It's about time he got killed,
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
Homelander though, you can't.
destroyed.
Yeah, I don't think they will because they said the season 5 is the last one. I think they'll keep him around until.
But
then.
he dies in the comic.
He does. He does.
That's
but
not fair.
I think they will kill him off in the season 5. But
Well,
Good.
I think they're planting the seeds of how he's going to die with Butcher. You know, when spoilers everybody. You know when that bloke with the stretchy arms tried to strangle him, and the thing in his head just went pop.
Oh, the worm thing
and
that
there was-
everybody's
there
talking
was-
about.
Yeah, I think
Mhm.
that's how Homelander's going to get
powers.
Dude,
You think he has powers?
Okay, shall we move on?
Yes.
Move along. Move along.
Okay,
Sidestep.
yeah, sorry. Adam Mackay tried to direct The Boys in a trilogy of movies, but couldn't get greenlit
Oh.
in pre-MCU Hollywood. It just came down to it being 2008, not 2018. I just don't think they were ready for it.
I mean,
That's a shame.
you think so? I think he would have just made it as political as because he's very well. He's gotten
wasn't
very
he involved
political.
with the other
Welcome to
guys?
talking
Sorry.
over each other. Then everybody pauses, and then there's silence, and then we go again.
I'm sorry.
And people talk
I
over each other
apologize.
again, and then
Rennie,
I
you
start
go-
to
No,
welcome to
it-
Mr.
Shut up, Brown.
Ready, you go first.
I'm sorry. No, I feel bad. I didn't mean to interrupt
Oh,
you.
then we go into the apology where nothing gets. Rennie, fuck's sake.
No, isn't he the guy that like helped to produce the other guys, and he also like did he direct Anchorman or?
Yes,
he was-
I did my
So,
research. Yes,
I
did all
didn't find those overly political. I found them quite
No.
hilarious and entertaining. So I don't know. I mean,
So it could've
I
been
would have
good.
maybe enjoyed it. if
Yeah,
it had
he
happened.
he doesn't do those fun movies like he does
Indeed.
he did Don't Look Up and Vice and all these like The Big Short. He does all these like really serious movies now.
Oh,
Yeah, him and Will Ferrell have like parted ways, but they're still friends and everything. They're just Will Ferrell's like, I want to make these kinds of movies, and he wants to make these kinds of movies now. But I just think that with the way he is now, with the movies that he makes, I think that he just would have made just a political movie.
Here you go, Dr. Assman. Hello. He directed Vice, I think. Yeah, he did. Best Dick Cheney movie. That was with what you call it, wasn't it?
Christian Bale.
Oh, get fire him. Yeah.
wait, doesn't it say on here it just came down to it being 2008? So I think if it had hit during that era, it might have still been like classic Adam McKay stuff.
Maybe you never know, because I think what movie did he do The Other Guys in that year? I don't remember
Yes,
off the
I
top
think
of my
so.
head. But you might be right. I don't know. Like it just the way the movies that I see now him making, like it was very obvious he was going in that direction, and then he was just going to keep going in that direction. So I mean, but I will admit his movies are good now. I do enjoy, like The Big Short is great. So
Okay, so shall we move on? I think it's a move on this time.
Is it for real?
Yeah, it is. It is. Okay, I think there's a surprise summer blockbuster, everybody. Bit of a hit.
It's shit.
Inside Out earns $100 million in the film's second domestic weekend, a 35% drop, the best hold for any major blockbuster in history. Blah, 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 blah. It's doing well, folks.
That's
There's
good.
a
Maybe
special
it's a good
place in
film.
hell for the person who created that thumbnail. So,
How so?
well, if you don't know what it's alluding to, then don't. It's best you don't.
I don't.
Needless
don't
to
either.
say, in
Oh.
the jar should be a My Little Pony.
Yeah, I didn't like this movie. I thought it was not that good.
I don't understand what Z is saying.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
either.
don't get
Shall we
it.
just leave
Yeah,
it?
don't search for My Little Pony jar. Don't
Oh.
don't.
Oh,
No.
okay. So it wasn't very good, Matt. No.
Well, my kids liked it, but they're kids. I didn't like it. They did the thing where there's a villain, and then the villain gets forgiven, and everything's fine. And I'm like, no, this character is a total dickhole. I don't understand why you guys are being nice to it. now.
Disney's MO.
Yeah, and it's just, I mean, like, and plus like the end of it, I'm very much of this, like, I just want to be like, I don't think Pixar knows how humans work, because we're not just 9 emotions up in our head. It's very more complex.
They used to, but they
to.
got Lasseter. They gave him the boot.
Yeah,
They
it's fine. Like my kids liked it, and I guess that was good enough.
Lasseter's forming his own company, isn't he? And he's stolen all the good guys, apparently. So there you go. So we wait with bated breath to see what he's going to cough up.
Okay, let's move on then. Eh?
Move along.
Move along.
What's
This premiered last week. House of the Dragon season 2 premiere hits 7.8 million viewers. Down.
Yeah. In your face, Doctor Who. 7.8 million viewers.
Yeah, but it is America. Down 22% from series launch, but bringing Max its biggest streaming day ever.
Yeah, but
Anybody watch
Doctor Who's
it?
part of Disney as well. That's American, isn't it? So there you go.
No, Dr.
Yeah.
Watt.
Dr. What?
Anybody watch it? Any-
No.
Yeah, I was
I
bored right the way
didn't.
through it.
Oh, you were
Really?
bored? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's got one episode to get better, or this one's coming off my watch list as well.
Well, I thought I did think it was first off, I think it dipped in viewership because they did not advertise that. Even I forgot it was on that night until that morning. I was like, I saw a YouTuber mention it, and I was like, oh shit, that is on tonight. So I think that they didn't advertise it very well at all, because I was like, if I was me, I would have been blasting, it's this day, it's this day. Also, I did not think that the episode was quite boring. I enjoyed it. I think that something fell in my office. I think that everything. I thought that the end was could have been a little bit more brutal, in my opinion, it was. I thought it was pretty good.
Who's the girl in the picture? Is she the one that was in that Psycho TV show? Is she British or is it somebody else? She looks like the girl.
I don't know if she was in that Psycho show.
Here you go. Anonymous bastard. First episode was a bit meh. Still no tits.
Yeah, I don't think we're ever gonna see any like good sex scenes anymore because they have those intimacy coaches, and I am very much
They
convinced.
do, yes.
Yeah, I'm very much convinced that those intimacy coaches have never had sex before because they when I watch sex scenes now, I'm all like, this is not indicative of real life. I'm sorry, but
Yeah.
it's
Hella
very
awkward.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I was like, maybe you guys don't need to have intimacy coaches because they suck. Not literally.
Intimacy coaches. What a load of old rubbish. What the hell's that?
Yeah,
Somebody comes and tells you what you can get away with and what you're allowed to do and all that nonsense. Is that
yeah. Well, they
You are not allowed to put your finger in there.
yeah.
That is not my finger.
Listen, Tom. I know you want to grab her boob, but you kind of have to ask her permission to grab her boob, and you're all like, "What? We're in the middle of it right now. I think I'm good to go." No, you really need to ask for permission. Like, what? What's going on here? So yeah.
Okay. Here you go. Fred's silent queef. I like that. The show only has one standout character, Matt Smith. The rest of the cast is meh.
The story was
Yeah.
meh as well, in my opinion. There were also
The-
two very unnecessary sex scenes in this week's episode that did not serve the plot at all.
Yeah, well, they should have kept those two younger actresses. What were their names? It was Millie Elcott and Emily something. I can't remember. They should have. I liked those actresses better than these two older actresses. Emma D'Arcy, and then this woman. Her name is something Cook. I can't remember her.
Millie.
Yeah,
Emma
she's
No
British.
Cock.
She's British. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. They should have kept those younger actresses. I liked them a lot better.
Here you go. Amelia Bedelia.
Great. Amelia.
Great
cells.
stuff.
Oh dear. Okay.
Olivia Cook. There we go. Yeah.
You're watching it tonight, then, Catty. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna be watching it. I'm excited for it. So
see, you're gonna give it one more. Yeah.
One more episode and then I'm out if it doesn't get better.
Here you go. Oh, so chat moved up.
yeah.
Fred Silent Queef. Emma Darcy is a they. Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, because she was definitely the one in that
They.
Psycho TV
Here
show.
you go. Dr. Asman. So I'm getting that I shouldn't bother watching this too.
Maybe.
Stick with the Acolyte, mate.
Just watch yourself and come to your own conclusion. That's my advice.
Acolyte winner. Okay, let's move on.
Oh no!
Anybody see this?
Oh,
I did.
Yes.
A Spaceball sequels is in the
no.
works from Josh Gad and Mel Brooks, lightly spoofing the Disney Star Wars trilogy.
They're not going to be allowed to go.
Well,
that far
No.
with it.
Disney have been spoofing the Star Wars.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
what's the
Yeah.
point?
The
It's just a
point.
parody of itself already. So why would we need to
I've
have?
seen it.
Yeah.
Yes, but this is supposed to be a parody of that parody.
Oh
And I don't know
bullshit!
if-
I'm sorry.
I don't know
Well,
if
would
you
that
guys-
cancel it out then? So it'd be amazing Star Wars.
Maybe, but I don't know if you guys have seen Josh Gadden a lot, but the few things I've seen him in, he sucks and he's annoying as
agree.
fuck.
He's terrible.
So, no, thank you. When I heard
And
he
it
was
wouldn't-
involved, I was like, FML.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
likely not even going to be written by Mel Brooks. He's going to be just producing it, and
Mm,
so
yeah, 'cause he's
I mean,
old
as
as
old as he
hell.
is, yeah.
Mm.
And the truth is that there haven't really been that many Mel Brooks projects lately that have been worthwhile. I don't know how many of you saw History of the World Part 2, but
I heard
it was
horrible.
it was terrible. It was.
You know what though? I have a friend. I have a friend that knows Mel, right? And the rumor is that Mel's just doing it for the money. He doesn't give
Well,
a
I'm-
shit.
yeah.
Well, yeah, that
Why
makes
not?
sense.
Fair play,
He doesn't
fair
give
play,
a
fair
shit.
play.
Yeah. He's retired. He's
honest.
old. He just doesn't care.
Yeah,
Yeah, at
I
least he's honest.
I don't think this ever comes to fruition. I don't think this
hope
ever
not.
comes to
But the
anything.
thing is, though, seriously, how can you do a Spaceballs 2 without Rick Moranis?
Exactly.
He was
John
one of the
Camden.
best things
Yeah.
about that. He
Yeah.
was so funny. What are you going to do without him?
No
that-
barf,
who's
no
going to be Dark
Spaceballs.
Helmet? Yeah, who's
Exactly,
going to be Dark
yeah.
Helmet?
Yeah,
I mean?
just I say let it die. Just this idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Please.
we have to review Whorehouse of the Dragon.
What?
Wah, wah, wah.
Ah, dear.
Okay. Let's move on then, yes.
It's going to be a
Mhm.
disaster. Oh, Lethal Weapon 5 is moving forward. I really want to see this.
Is it
Lethal
really
Weapon-
happening?
Yeah, seems to be.
Lethal Weapon 5 is moving forward with Mel Gibson set to direct.
See, the thing about this is because I'm a huge fan of the Lethal Weapon films. I didn't like the last one. I thought the last one was absolute crap.
Mhm.
But right, with Mel Gibson's a really good director,
Mhm.
and if he doesn't play up their age, if he doesn't say in the film how old they are and work with that,
Yeah.
then it's going to be a
Yeah.
huge mistake. In my
Question though.
Yeah.
Question. Do you think he really is too old for this shit?
He was
The
too old
thing
for
is,
this shit.
Literally.
but
Literally.
you know they made a mistake in Lethal Weapon, right? Don't you? Because in the first one,
One
Murtaugh
hour.
was 50 and he was retiring, right? And then
Mhm.
he got younger as the series.
Yeah, they were a
went
bit
on.
loose with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's like didn't make any sense to me. But do you know what? Right, I love these two characters in this film. I just hope that Mel Gibson does it justice. And as I said, right, you can't get them jumping on cars and stuff like that. If you play to their age, maybe it might work. Who knows? They can't be policemen anymore either because they're so old. What are
Yeah.
you going to do with
I'm
it?
just imagining them chasing someone down the street in wheelchairs.
Yeah, yeah,
Little scooter,
getting
little
too old for
mobility
this shit.
scooters.
yeah.
Should I say I'm something like I'm still too old for this shit?
Maybe there's security cops
Fine.
at a mall or something.
Nah, well, you know they're gonna
No. Oh,
joke it
oh,
up, aren't
oh.
they? The I'm too old for this. They're gonna say it a lot in this film, just like
Hmm.
Bad Boys, the new Bad Boys, where Will Smith kept getting slapped. They made a big joke out of that as well. So yeah, so there you go. But I'm really looking forward to this though. I hope it's good because I love those two characters. I love the Martin Riggs and Danny Glover's
You know what?
character.
Even I will say this: even the TV show was pretty good until they
Oh, I didn't like the TV show. Anybody watch the
until
TV show?
Yeah, it was
No.
okay until they
No.
fired the lead.
I had a problem with him wearing his boots. What the hell was it? He had a trousers over the boot, then 1 minute he didn't, and it's just
It
what
was.
the hell?
I enjoyed it. It's just a shame it kind of.
It didn't.
Oldest
Work.
gamer didn't know.
Yeah.
Listen, folks. What the fuck do I know? I've always said that. What do I know?
But
I've
if you
never-
watch these films, right, they're terrific. The first one, it's absolutely brilliant. as
Yeah,
far
it's
as I'm
fantastic.
concerned. The second one took it in another direction, which I
Diplomatic
really loved.
community.
Yeah, loved. The third one was okay. The fourth one completely destroyed it. So hopefully the fifth one will, be do good on it. I'm hoping. So
Okay, let's move on.
Ooh.
Apple will partner with Warner Bros. To release Joseph Kosinski's untitled F1 movie starring Brad Pitt on June 27th, or is it June 2025? Nobody cares about this.
No, I
No one.
don't care.
Mm.
I do
300,
like Brad Pitt though.
Love Brad
300 million.
Yeah,
apparently.
but who cares though? Brad Pitt's a really good actor. What's he doing in shit like this?
Apple, just give the money to charity.
Yeah.
Apple, are you listening? Tim, Mr. Cook, Timmy, 300
think-
mil.
I think with Brad Pitt, he's the only one that started out as a pretty boy, and
He's still a
he
pretty
did all
boy.
these films
Not
as a
anymore.
pretty boy, and then now he's you can actually say that he's quite a good actor. Do you know what I mean? He's a very good actor. In fact, now he's grown into somebody you can get because of performance rather than his looks.
We're going to think man's driver in the chat. Ferrari Rosa, starring Anna Taylor Joyless.
Waka
Joy.
waka.
Joy.
Thank you, Ian. Nobody cares for this.
Nobody.
Mm-mm.
Formula One used to be good when I was growing up. Shite now. Anybody watch Formula One?
No,
Long time ago.
just big scale extric. Not really for me.
No, Scale Extric is good. Formula One isn't. Bless you.
Excuse
Move
me.
on.
I'm sorry.
Yes. In fact, here you go. R2, you available, mate?
Yeah, we got a very timely one here from Melvin Deeply. for £2. That's ostensibly some real money there.
Allegedly.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is shit.
He did say that on one of the streams I was on, and
Yes.
I don't agree. Actually, I thought it was a very intelligent movie, but wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. Put it that way. Yeah, you got to. It on a surface level, it looks like nothing, but when you sort of look a little deeper, it does have a lot to say. So,
Perhaps it'd be amazing watching it on acid, especially the end.
maybe, yeah, the end,
Because
yeah.
it just seemed totally normal.
The character was on acid at the end, weren't he?
Tripping his
So-
bollocks off,
Yeah, it
yes.
was,
Anyway,
yeah.
let's move on then.
Oh.
Okay. Sean Levy says he'd love to make a Deadpool and Spider-Man film. What together? The thing about Deadpool is I think he makes everything more interesting because of his audacity. But boy, I'd sure love to see Deadpool and Spidey. That's a movie I'd love to make. I feel like Tom Holland would run circles around everyone else.
Well, first of all, if you're going to
No.
make a Spider-Man and Deadpool movie, you better bring Tobey Maguire into the picture instead. I think that would
What?
get more watched. I think that would get more people to watch it, to be honest, because people like Tobey Maguire better than Tom Holland. But secondly, I wouldn't count your, chickens before they hatch,
Your
so to
spiders
speak.
before they...
Because, like, what if this Deadpool and Wolverine movie does not do that great and it does not get a great reception? So you're planning ahead when you don't even know how it's going to go.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it's better if they did a Spider-Man and Daredevil movie, because in the comics they always used to team up, and Deadpool is it's different world really if he speaks. To
Toby's
the
too old.
audience and stuff. Yeah,
Get him in
Toby's
the
too
gym,
old, yeah.
get some weight loss.
You know
He'd be
what,
all right. He could
I
pull it,
do-
he could do it,
CG
he could
him.
do it. He could do
I
it.
do like Tom Holland as Spider-Man, though. I got to admit, I think he makes a good Peter Parker.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear they're going to kill him off in the comics now? Deadpool?
Spiders everybody.
It's like it's in news
cares?
articles everywhere. They're going to kill him off in the Marvel comics. I'm like,
Of course they're going to kill him
why?
off. Because gay people run the comics now, don't they? The
He's
LGBT
whitey as well.
whatever.
Whitey.
Yeah, and he's white.
Straight
He's a white
whitey.
male, so they're going to kill him
Straight
off. Of course, they're
and,
going to do that.
Well, his
But none of
skin's
that- none of
technically
that
red
makes
because
any
he's a burn
sense.
victim.
None of that makes any sense,
Oh,
right?
Rennie.
Pinkish.
Who cares? What?
The oldest gamer, Deadpool is projecting 250 mil just in the US on opening weekend. I think it could do quite well, yes.
Yeah, it probably will do well. You know.
It's good. Z, are you available, mate?
I most certainly am.
Oh no.
Max Roomhandle, wrenched. Deadpool versus Wolverine will make
Headphones off.
$1 billion.
It will.
Headphones back on.
It luckily didn't blow his mic out. Okay. Anything more to add then? Or should we move on?
Move on.
I think it's a sidestep. Ryan Reynolds says Logan is potentially the greatest comic book adaptation ever made.
No, it's not.
Do
It's
we
not,
agree?
No.
False.
It's a good movie, but not the
it's
greatest
different.
comic book adaptation. I disagree.
It's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I would say that would
Okay.
be Watchmen for me. Aside from the
Oh,
giant
yeah, it's
squid,
good.
that was
Is it?
pretty damn
Never seen
close
it,
to the
never seen
graphic
it.
novel.
Yeah.
That
was.
that was adapted very, very well.
It was
2012.
Dread.
Mm.
Yeah, I thought that was a
Yeah.
good movie as well.
I think
But-
that's better than Logan.
But I mean, the two films that I really like, which had a lot of holes in the plot, and but I still think they're genius. Superman the movie and Spider-Man 2 with Tobey Maguire.
I agree.
Those two films are terrific.
Yeah, both great.
Yeah.
If you're talking about a direct comic book I mean, this wasn't a direct adaptation.
No,
It was based loosely on Old Man Logan, but it wasn't a
Mhm.
direct adaptation of the comic.
Exactly.
so whoever
Yeah.
this discussing films is, he can suck it because it.
Yeah.
wasn't.
Eat all the dicks.
If we're just saying comic book movies, yeah, Spider-Man 2
Spider-Man 2,
was
right.
outstanding.
Yeah.
And,
It really
uh,
was.
Getting re-released in August, everybody.
Is
All
it?
the Spider-Man in the UK.
Oh.
And Superman the movie was just sublime in my when I was a kid. Obviously, it was just
Yeah.
sublime. Yeah.
I still like it to this day. And I'll be honest, I do agree with Amelia Bedelia. I really enjoyed The Wolverine. That was
Yeah,
a
it's
great
good.
movie for me.
No,
It was
you
not.
like
too-
Hugh Jackman though, don't you?
I like him as Wolverine, but it wasn't like super faithful to the comics. I mean, yes, it did have a lot of faithfulness in it, but it was a really fun movie.
Yeah.
Someone in the chat mentioned Akira, which is of course would be anime, but that was
Tom.
directly came from a series of manga that is actually excellent. I have the special collector's edition of it right behind me.
There you go, Jamalama, Coleman's Fantastic Four.
Oh, come on now.
The thing is,
Okay.
though, it I watched it on YouTube and it is quite enjoyable. It's very stupid and silly, but it's and cheap, but it's quite enjoyable nonetheless.
Okay, let's blast through all the Marvel stuff then. Okay, Deadpool Wolverine post-production officially completed.
I would hope so. They're kind of
July 26th, everybody.
You see that?
Cutting
He's
it
got-
close.
His costume's got arms. You see the arms on there, and in
Oh,
the
yeah.
film, they
Yeah,
put
CGI.
don't they? CGI arms.
It's going to look odd.
No, because in the comics, that was the costume, wasn't it? That his arms were bare, wasn't it? In the costume.
It depends. It depends. There were some that I think he did actually have like a full costume on.
Yeah.
Right.
Again, they are probably CG adding the arms after the fact, and I think they've talked about that. But
Right.
yeah, as I understand it, it's because of cancer concerns
Right.
that he has to wear the
Gotcha.
full covering.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Are we all going to be hypocrites and go watch a Disney film?
I mean, I'm gonna go see this.
Yeah,
I'm
gonna
going to go see it.
I'm gonna go see it.
I don't hate Disney. I just don't like
Yeah.
what Disney did to certain aspects or certain parts of entertainment that they purchased, and I won't watch those. But I'm very curious to see what this is going to be like. And if Ryan Reynolds was as heavily involved as he said he was, I expect it to be good. And if it's not, then I'll never watch another Deadpool movie. So,
If Ryan Reynolds and Sean Levy got to make the movie that they intended to make,
That'll be fantastic.
then it should be real good. We should,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping that's the case. And again, we want to support creators that make good stuff, that make good content. We want that.
Yeah.
It's true.
Disney, make something entertaining. We'll come and watch it. It's not fucking rocket science, is it?
dude,
Anybody?
even my husband likes Deadpool, and he's not big on
there you
superhero
go.
movies,
Even
and
Rennie's
he's looking
husband.
forward to
There you
this.
go.
So,
This is my next IMAX movie, so I'm looking forward to it. Definitely.
Oh,
for
hell
sure.
yeah.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm-
Brown, your rating's in the chat already.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it. Never Let It Down 5.5.
Well,
No.
we'll see, right?
It
See
could be a
if it's good.
5.5 out of 6 or a 5.5 out of 20. You can always argue that case.
I'll give it 5.5 to 1222212, just so as trouble remembering it.
Well, the thing is, the second Deadpool wasn't as good as the first one, but I tell
It
you
was
one
alright.
thing about the
It was
second
it was still
Deadpool.
fun.
Yeah, the second Deadpool, you did really care about Deadpool, especially when he had that thing on his neck and he was taking away his powers and he was dying of cancer and stuff. Even throughout all the comedy, there were some moments in there where you actually cared. So if it's like that, then yeah, it's going to be good.
Well, and Cable was awesome. I
yeah,
love
yeah.
Josh
Yeah.
Groban as Cable.
Yeah.
He was ripped AF, wasn't he, Rennie?
Yeah,
But he's in Deadpool's world because he didn't go back, did he? He stayed.
no. But he can eventually fix it because remember, Deadpool got
Jim could fix it.
what's her name, Negasonic Teenage Warhead, and her friend to fix it, or her
Yeah.
girlfriend to fix it, and then he was going around time traveling. So I'm sure Cable will get it back, or Nate
Okay.
Gray, I should say.
Let's move on then. So we're all looking forward to it. Just over a month.
Oh, who's this?
John
Ham.
Ham
Yeah.
reveals that he passed on Green Lantern, yet expresses his interest in joining.
Of course,
Marvel.
because he wants the
Don't
money.
do it, mate. Don't do
Yeah,
it.
he wants the money. Every actor's.
Yeah, I want to join the Marvel universe. Get in line. Jesus.
Ham.
Ham, isn't that what Mega Geek had on his sandwich?
I did, yeah.
Ham is a gam.
Do you know what he
on.
played? He played Fletch,
Okay.
didn't he? Recently in
What?
the last Fletch movie, yeah.
I find
Very-
him very off-putting as an actor. I don't really
Really?
think he's great. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like him
Who's
in
that?
anything I've seen.
John Ham.
John Green Eggs and Ham is what I call him. So
Ham.
I don't like him. I don't know. But okay, if you say so, John.
Jam on.
I don't even know if anybody actually offered him the role or if this is just like a little ply for attention. So that's just me because he's not relevant lately. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Madman. He was big in Madman. And that was it, really.
Yeah.
He was all right in Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah, he was, yeah. Playing the arse.
Top Gun Maverick is at Cineworld in.
It is. But it's also
Yeah.
on Netflix. So I don't know why you want to bother going to Cineworld.
They're doing it on. I think they're doing it on 4DX Cineworld, £3.
Oh, no. It's,
Or was it £4? They're doing a
4DX.
3DX day for everything
4DX
£4.
is absolute shit. It really is. It brings nothing to watching the film. What you got screens at the side of you that's been stretched from the original frame. Please.
John Hamm was good in the Black Mirror episode.
He was.
Oh, I forgot he was in that. He was okay in that.
He's
Yeah,
no
he was.
Liam Neeson though, is he?
One of your
Okay,
mates.
let's move on then. Benedict Cumberbatch confirms he will return for Avengers 5 and will begin filming next year.
And he'll get told off by a woman. He'll get slapped down by a woman.
Ooh.
But does like
Yeah.
anybody give a shit about the MCU though? Like it's sucked ever since Endgame. I don't know. Does
No one gives
any of you guys looking forward to this?
No.
Like
No, not really.
Nope.
Plus, I mean, everybody's returning for this movie. I mean, he didn't tell us anything we didn't already know.
Who's
Yeah.
returning? Is Captain
Everything.
America returning?
Oh,
I hear there's more than one Captain America returning.
yeah. They've
Yes.
said that. I think the Avengers 5 is the one they were talking about. That there's going to be like 60
Yeah.
characters or something. Yeah,
Mhm.
they're going to have like basically every version of every character they've ever
You've
had
got to
is
do
going to
better,
be
Mega Geek.
in the film.
That's stupid, isn't it? Because what they should really do is give us the heroes that we want to see on screen.
What they
don't
should
know.
really do
Which-
is
who-
put it
shall?
to bed for a while
Okay.
and come back with
That's
something
better,
new. But
Better idea, isn't it? Better idea.
Start again. Superman. Avengers 5, the supermarket of superheroes.
Well,
they're
why
just
do you-
doing
I
that to get you to buy seats in the theater.
Yeah, but why would you have all of them in it though? Because that's
Well,
just
Because they're desperate.
And what kind of storyline can you have
exactly
with that many characters?
well, I'm assuming that this must be the Secret Wars sort of film. If you've read the comics, you know there's all sorts of different alternate characters from different universes all coming together. I would assume it's going to have something to do with that, but who knows?
Here you go, Joe Darkness. Hello, my friend. It should be called Avengers 5, throwing shit at the wall. Yeah, that'd
I
be
was going
good.
to say, don't be showing shit.
If they did that, they'd get the audience in.
Hold on. So that poster on the right, then, what is that? Something that somebody made
Fan
up?
art, yeah.
Oh, it's fan art. Okay.
Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Let's move on.
What's this?
Mia Goth was
Love
set
her.
to star as Lilith in
Blade.
Blade. She's still attached to star in the
Oh,
film.
that's why.
God's sake.
That explains it.
Mm.
That's why. What's his name? Is having trouble with the script because obviously they want to do a bait and
It's
switch.
about her. It's
don't
about
they?
her, yes.
They want to do a bait and
Mhm.
switch.
Mhm.
There you go. Good luck.
Here you go. In the chats, how about Blade starring in Blade?
Yeah, it would
Good
be
luck.
nice.
Yeah.
Good luck with that, mate.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you're not allowed.
I heard that Mahershala Ali though he has one of the problems they're having so far is that well I read it in that article they just had out that he's got final say on pretty much everything and that's what's
No,
caused-
no way. No way.
maybe
got
I mean they
final say.
really want him.
No way. Final say. I'm a
way.
poet and I don't even know it.
I do love Mia Goth though. I love her. She's great.
What's she been in?
Sorry, X Pearl. She was in something Fountain of Youth. I can't remember what it was called off the top of my head.
Okay.
It was a little weird. And then she was in Nymphomaniac Part 1 or Part 2.
Ooh,
one of the
What's
parts.
under that?
She was in Suspiria. I'm trying to remember all of them.
I've never seen this girl before in my life.
Oh, she's married or she's in a relationship with Shia LaBeouf. They have a child together.
Oh, gross.
And she's about to be in that movie Maxine.
So they have a child together. Did he say to her, "Just do it"?
Just do it.
Yeah. That's exactly what he said.
This movie has had so many problems. It would be a much better idea to just can it at this point.
Yeah, I
Forget
agree.
about it.
I agree.
Or get Snipes in to do his own movie.
Yeah, why not? Bring
But
him
what do I
back.
know?
What's stopping them?
He still looks
Yeah.
good, Snipes, though.
I do think she would make a great Lilith. I love that character so, and I really hope this leads to a Midnight Suns because I always love those.
Lilith has no reason to be in a Blade a film. It's all
Is
about
Snipes
Blade.
too black?
No, yeah, they've got a
I
like
think-
when you buy paint in the shops and you have to get those cards
the
with the different
swatches.
colours, the swatches. So they went up to Snipes and went, "Wait a moment, mate, you're not."
Oh,
you're
see,
not
I
this
think
colour.
I
Sorry,
think
pal."
he's the perfect shade of black.
Some motherfucker's always trying to ice skate uphill.
Uphill, yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on then.
Wesley deserves to come back as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Ebon Moss Backrack says his training to play the Thing in Fantastic Four consists of looking at rocks.
I thought.
What are you going to do?
This
Try to
is-
get into
yeah.
the Rock's
Okay,
mind?
I'm-
And,
Okay.
I'm
like,
li-
have a
I'm
rock
liking this.
mentality?
Of course, this was on the Daily Show. This is a joke. He was joking.
Yeah.
He's not saying that I'm actually sitting meditating on piles of rocks to pretend that I'm the Thing. No, he was being silly. But it is a hilarious quote. It's a hilarious thing to think about, right?
I was going to
Fucking
say,
hell
what
of a
the
method
fuck?
actor.
Do you know Ben Grimm in the comics? What was he?
Mm-hmm.
Was he a football star or I can't
Yeah,
can't
college
remember.
football star.
Yes.
So
Yes.
how was he linked with Ree Richards then?
He was the pilot.
They were,
Yeah.
weren't they?
Lovers.
They were buddies at college.
Yes.
So
Right, okay.
roommates.
And how did he end up on the ship then that flew into space if he was just a football star?
I thought he was the pilot.
I
He is
thought
pilot,
he
yeah.
was the pilot. Yeah.
Oh, so he does know a bit about.
Don't you know anything about Fantastic
No,
Four?
I
Ian?
don't know that bit. But what I'm saying is that if he was a football star and the thing is like this guy looks really skinny.
Yes, he
So
does.
I'm just kind of like wondering what they're probably going to make up a new story for Ben Grimm then, right?
He's going to be like super
Maybe.
slim and trim.
Ben Thin. Ben Thin. See what I did there?
I was just
Ben
yeah.
trim.
I was just
Even
wondering,
better.
that's all. So in other words, he's going to be wandering around with the dots on his face and the camera stuck in his face, and he's going to be pretending to be bigger than he is. And then they're just going to put CGI all over him, aren't they? So
Pretending he's rock.
yeah.
Okay. Filming starts soon, doesn't it?
I don't know.
Okay, nobody cares. Anyway, should
Yeah,
we move
nobody
on then?
cares. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's fugly Superman.
Oh, he's not fugly. He's
The
hot.
He is
CW
so
has finally
fugly.
announced. the
Seen him in
Superman-
person, fugly. Sorry. Go on.
Talking. The CW has finally officially announced the Superman and Lois season 4 premiere date as the network's final DC TV show will be arriving this fall. Best DC in years, everybody.
Yeah, it is.
Fugly.
Getting rid of it. Getting rid of it.
Fugly.
Let's see,
Yeah.
and he's even got that. He looks even fugglier in that picture
Fugglier,
because that stank
fugly.
face that he's making.
Oh, I disagree.
Fugly.
Sword in the.
He's
This show
fugly.
sucks, you bastard.
He's fugly. And the thing I really hate what they always do with costumes now is put those scales on a costume. What the hell is
Yeah,
that
what's
all
the
about?
purpose of
Yeah,
that?
yeah.
What is the
To-
purpose of that?
Are they just
rubbish?
I
adding
don't know.
texture for
No
the sake
idea.
of adding texture so you
Yeah.
can't see every follicle
That
on the
might be-
skin through it?
Maybe that's it. I don't know. I don't like it either, but I just want to say this show does not suck. This show is awesome. I love this show. I wish
Same here.
it wasn't. I wish this wasn't the last season because they've done a really good job so far.
He's fugly though.
He really is. I've seen him in person, folks.
Well,
go.
we're gonna
Wayfarer
cast you,
Project.
but you're too black.
Reptilian Superman.
Yeah. They
Oh, Amelia
Tom's
Bedelia.
comment.
America needs a Superman.
Oh, it does.
It
We all
does,
need
right.
Superman. We all need Superman.
Look at that face,
Oh.
though. Sorry. He
Did
looks
you
like
see,
an evil
Yeah.
villain?
Did you see Tom's comment? Ribbed for her pleasure. Maybe that's why they do the scales, Ian.
Yeah. Well, so they add the all of that texture and scales and all of that stuff is added because when they're doing first of all, it adds some visual interest. If you're just wearing smooth spandex, it looks extremely cheesy. Up
it
close.
didn't on Christopher Reeve.
It did not. It did not. And of course, it's also a movie from its time. But also the problem is too when you're doing the mapping on to a CGI character, when you're adding those textures, it's a lot easier to do it with something that has some actual texture to it than to do something that's smooth.
That's not necessarily true. They can the technology they got now. They don't need to follow anything anymore. The computer stuff is so advanced now. You would not believe it. You would not believe how advanced it is. So they don't really need the scales on this costume. I guess the only reason why they put it is because they have false muscles in that costume, and the scales that goes over the muscles make him look more muscular. I'm assuming. I don't know. Unlike
be.
Chris Reeves,
That's
who
right.
went to the gym and pumped himself up so he
Yeah,
could wear
he
the
got-
spandex. You know what I mean? So,
Well,
Well,
and
he's
Brandon
got-
Rouse did too for the 2000 whatever Superman Returns
yeah,
movie.
but he was gay, so it didn't work.
Doesn't matter. He still at least worked on his physique.
Did you
Gotta
not?
give him
Did you
credit.
not notice that Brandon Wolf's costume was very gay? Small boots, really tiny shorts, ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. I knew
Trust
there
you
was
to
I
know
something
think
that.
he
up.
looked great in the
I
costume.
knew there
liked
was something
it.
up
He
when I saw that
was-
costume.
He
Knew
looked
it.
pretty damn good in it to me, but that's just
Uh-huh.
me.
No, I thought he looked good too. I liked
Well,
it.
you would, wouldn't you?
I mean, speaking as a
Yeah.
heterosexual female, I did find that costume quite nice.
Yeah, but he doesn't go. He doesn't go no badger. So what am I saying? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're wasting your time there.
Oh, I know.
Okay, then. So I'm looking forward to this.
Me
I'm-
too.
yeah,
I love the series.
yeah. 10 episodes. It's a shame they're getting rid of it. James Gunn, shame on you. I'm going to give it 5.5.
The reason
I'm
why
gonna
they're
preempt.
getting rid of it because he's fugly. That's why.
That's
No, because
not
we
why.
like it. That's why. Because we like it.
He's
Because we were
ugly.
shit.
Fugly.
You are incorrect.
Fugly, you ain't got no alibi. You fugly. Oh, sorry.
2 minutes. 2 minutes before a key meeting start time, the Skydance CEO and others received a bombshell via email. Lawyers are representing National Amusements Inc., Shari Redstone's holding company, and Paramount's parent film said they were ending negotiations.
Oh,
So
bummer.
it looks like Paramount ain't getting sold at the moment.
Yeah.
And they've only got themselves to blame.
Yeah.
If they make woke crap, nobody's going to go and see it. What is wrong with these people?
These people own Star Trek.
There you
I know,
guys
they're
go again
idiots.
with these people. No, just kidding.
These
What do you
people,
mean these people?
they own
These
Star
they
Trek,
thems.
and they've literally destroyed Star Trek by adding in the rubbish, the agenda nonsense.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
and they wonder why, Paramount's in trouble. It's very simple. Give the audience what they want. That's what you have to do.
It's not.
That's what they used to do.
It's not rocket science.
Nope. It ain't.
It's not. Did you guys see that last season of Discovery?
No.
Oh, it was terrible.
Good.
Yeah.
Was
Nobody
any of
watched
it good?
it. Nobody
Was
watched
any season good?
No.
it.
Did
No,
you
thank
watch
you.
it all then?
I did. I watched it all. It was not good.
God, you better man
You're
than me.
brave man. Brave
Yeah.
man.
Well, I needed content, and it's always fun to shit on something.
Mm.
Is it?
I was gonna say, I
mean-
think German porn stars agree with you. But
Yeah, they're into stuff like that, aren't
German Scheisen videos, apparently.
That's right.
So I heard on the grapevine.
I would just like Star Trek to be back to how Star Trek was.
Yeah,
I'm sure the Star Wars fans are the same.
Just make Star Trek. I mean, I don't understand this nonsense about the go back to the original timeline and make Star Trek. That's all. I mean, it's not rocket science.
it's
So
not.
easy. You know.
Here you go, average British nerd. I watched the first episode of STD, decided it was shit. I never watched it again.
Everybody was going on about
Look
that.
at you.
Handsome
Good on ya.
Mountain. Oh, it's really good. The Handsome Mountain one. Oh yeah, it was rubbish. It was shit. Everybody knew it
I
was.
bailed.
It was shit
Alright.
from the start.
It was from the start.
Mhm.
Definitely from the start.
All right. Okay, let's move on then.
Ooh.
The budget for Russo Brothers and Netflix's The Electric State is 300 mil, starring Millie Bobby Brown, no relation,
Why?
Chris Pratt, Ki Hu Kwan, Giancarlo Esposito, Anthony Mackie, and Brian Cox. I can't read.
Oh, time for love.
Does anybody
got
know what this
company.
is? R2?
No.
Any- No?
I have no idea.
Looks like War of the Worlds, though.
So it's based on sort of I think it's a post-apocalyptic comic series.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't really heard much about it. I've never read it. But yeah, I mean, got a lot of people attached to it. 300 million seems like a hell of a lot, but
Hell of a gamble for a unknown
yeah.
project.
Well,
People-
and
it's
for
too
Netflix,
much.
yeah.
It's too much.
It's the Russo brothers directed Avengers, the Avengers films.
Yes.
Not the
Yeah.
same Russo brothers. Oh, right. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's too much. There's no way they're going to get their money back from this. There's no
If
way.
I
It's
may,
Netflix, isn't it? They don't care.
if I may, Donny says at Miss Balance, R&B and I love Paramount Global. I've said many times, Paramount made all the best films growing up. I have a soft spot.
Warner Brothers too. I like.
Yeah, and Warner
Brothers
Brothers, yeah.
growing up,
Those
yeah.
were the two, weren't they, for me?
Yeah, they were. Especially when you got your VHS and it had that Warner Brothers sign on the cover. You know, you get quite excited.
But anyway,
But they don't care because Netflix is probably coughing up the money for this because Netflix is making billions and trillions and whatever. So Millie Bobby Brown,
making bank, aren't they?
I would have definitely ditched her. No way.
Yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Pratt
Yeah.
would have kept.
Yeah, I
Key-
don't think she's great. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Key, I would try that voice modulator so his voice can sound deeper, and I'd get rid of what's his name from Breaking Bad, Anthony Mackie. You should do better.
You gotta do better, mate, geek.
Yeah. Brian Cox is always good for the money, though. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
What,
He's
300
pretty
mil?
great.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's move on then. It's kind of a sidestep, everybody. Did you see this?
Oh,
Netflix will begin selling their own popcorn for $49 per
What?
bag.
I'll try
Is it
it.
any good? I mean, have they sold food before?
If they have, I haven't heard of it. But I would try this. I would try it.
Cult classic cheddar. What? Kettle.
Kettle. What?
What?
Like kettle corn with cheddar
Kettle
on
corn.
it. That sounds scary.
Yeah.
Netflix. You can just go to bloody Asda's and buy something for $1.99. for
And
God's
then
sake.
walk
Why
into
would
the
you-
cinema.
Yeah, why would you buy Netflix popcorn?
I think they're a lot more harsher on bringing snacks into the cinemas in the States. I
Yeah.
don't know. But this
Yeah,
is for
they are.
Netflix, though, isn't it? This is for at home.
Why? Why would you do? You might as well just go Tesco's.
You can't get a bag for 99p.
Exactly.
So why do you want one branded?
It does seem a little bit overpriced for my liking.
Yeah.
Maybe
What
if
do
you
I
don't
know? It's a
eat it
bit
for half
much.
an hour, the bag goes, "Are you still eating this popcorn?"
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
And it has thumbs on it as
Mm.
well. Thumb up down.
Maybe to
Atom
tape
Gray.
it back shut.
Yeah.
Cheese corn is correct, you savages.
Cheese corn. Cult classic. Cheddar kettle.
Who the
Yeah, it
fuck
sounds like it's
has
cheddar
cheese
kettle
on
corn.
popcorn?
And what's this?
Go ahead.
Swoon-worthy.
will
what?
say-
Get into talking,
Cinnamon kettle. What the hell? What
There
flavor
is something to be said for cheddar popcorn.
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you
So
Brits, you
good.
Brits are missing out. You're missing out. It's so good.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit odd because kettle corn is a specific thing.
Mhm.
And if you're mixing cheddar with kettle corn, I don't know. It's
Exactly.
strange.
That's what makes
That's
it
what seems
nasty.
strange.
Very confused.
Right. But why would you buy this? Yeah. Netflix
When you open the
popcorn.
bag, it goes doo-doom.
I
That
will
would be the
trying
only
this
reason I would
one.
buy it if it did that.
That would be amazing.
Amazing. Ian, you're a salty.
No,
flavour.
I'm not. I'm
You
not.
are.
No, he likes
I
the
am
sweet
sweet.
popcorn.
Sweet popcorn all the way, man.
Yeah, but that
all the
will
way.
that will neutralize your saltiness, though, won't it?
Oh, very
I think you
funny.
mentioned that.
Move along.
Move along, everybody. Okay.
Oh, what's this? Oh, the Brat Pack.
A sequel to
Oh,
St. Elmo's
what?
Fire is being considered at
What?
Sony with the original
Why?
cast returning.
40
all
years
old.
later?
Yes, I'm saying they're all old.
Is John Farnham still alive for the?
Don't
Yeah,
know.
but John Stamos looks so good still for being old. He looks great.
Yeah, you're right on that front, but
I've never seen this before.
Yeah, I
And
used to
Rob
fancy
Lowe still
Ali.
looks pretty
Ali
good.
Yeah, Ali
Yeah,
Sheedy.
she's
I used to
tidy,
fancy
yeah.
when she was young,
Yeah,
but she's a
tidy.
bit old now. Ali Sheedy.
Here you go. Internet Help Desk. About 39 years too late for the
Late for
sequel.
sequel.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're running out of ideas, aren't they?
Oh, long
Sequel,
ago.
Sequel, yeah.
They will do the Breakfast Club as well. Yeah, because
Oh God, I
the
hope not.
will
They
it be
better
called
not.
the lunch club?
Early
better
dinner
not.
club because they're seniors. Now.
Exactly.
11's club.
And they'll be what is it? Trans.
Oh,
trans a
at that
student
moment,
in there
the
and all that.
stream was demonetized.
Well, there you go. That's what they'll have.
Cheers, Ian. Okay. So, yeah, whatever. Let's move on then.
Still trying to flog this one, are they?
Doug Lyman reveals that Warner Bros. Keeps asking him if he will ever make a sequel to Edge of Tomorrow.
So that's a hint that he's going to, maybe.
No, who's this?
Oh, I like
disgusting
this. I like
film?
this. I have boxes. Edge of Yesterday. I like that.
Who's discussing film though? Who are these people that are actually saying this nonsense?
It's a
Are
big
they-
Twitter site. 1.5
Oh, is
million
it?
subs.
Yeah.
Oh right, okay. I don't think this film deserves a sequel. I think one off was just enough. I reckon. But
Maybe
anyway,
I
I'll
should
watch a
reach-
sequel. I'll watch a sequel.
you watch
Should I
sequel-
reach out to Discussing Film and say, could you sponsor my stream? Because I practically take every story from your. So you might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if so Tom Cruise is looking a bit ropey these days. So
Oh, Ian.
no,
I don't
wonder what
look
he's
so
gonna-
hot, to be fair.
I wonder what he's going to look like in this one when they make it 2 years from now.
The Edge of Day After Tomorrow. Amelia Bedelia. Never saw this. It's a great film.
Yeah, it's all right. It's
It's
all
all
right.
right. It's not great.
Not
Great.
great.
It's 5.5.
It has a very European feel about it. The film. It doesn't feel like an American film at all to me. It just feels very European, especially the the photography in the film.
You go, Manuel Grell. Hello, my friend. At Mr. Brown likes me. They can barely afford to pay their staff.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is what we need, Ian. The mech frame for pensioners. That's what we need.
Yeah. Doug Lyman, though, he's a bit of a hack, isn't he? According to a lot of people that's worked with him.
Really?
Yeah. So the reason why he didn't get Born Identity 2 is because he was so bad at directing that they dropped him in the end, and he
I
went.
don't
to
know. I
do
did
it.
all right for Edge of Tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he's gotten better. Who knows? I don't know.
Have you got better with your directing?
I've got much better.
best.
I did better, Senator.
You got to do better,
I
Ian.
did better. Yeah.
Okay, let's move on.
Dun, dun, dun. I am so looking forward to this film.
Fede Alvarez says his rule for Alien Romulus was if it can be done practical, it will be done practical.
BS.
Yeah.
I'm calling it. Rubbish.
Yeah, and just because you can do it practical doesn't mean that it should be. Because sometimes they do stuff practical, and you're like, "Oh, that looks terrible."
Yeah. I reckon it's going to have loads of CGI in it. There's no way they're not going to use any CGI in this film at all. Absolutely. So there you go. But I'm looking forward to this film because
I am too.
I think he's right. There's no way to go with this. So you might as well just find the balance between the first alien and the second alien and do that. And that's what he's decided to do.
In the chat, this will be woke as.
I hope not. I really hope not.
Me
I
too.
hear it's really violent as well. Really bloody.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Yeah, really bloody.
Yeah, I think this could be the problem. The cast is meh.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they're all like teenagers, or they look like teenagers and shit.
Yeah, there you
It's
go.
like- yeah, it's like, what is this? Glee in space? Get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe they should have got some decent actors in this, Some,
It was going to be a TV show, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
TV
Yeah.
movie, but it was so good that yeah.
Up and coming British actors they should have got. I don't know.
Well, are we going to go see it? I think I'm kind
I'll
of.
see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
I'm
see
gonna
it.
go see it.
Yeah, £3 ticket, worth it.
I'm gonna go and see it. It looks good, so I'm hoping it's gonna be good.
I will say, Smilex, if you fancy a £3 ticket with me when it comes out, fancy
Just
that,
don't
mate?
put your hand in the popcorn if he offers you something. Just don't do it. Don't do it, Milex.
The student becomes the tutor.
Yes. Okay, so I'm kind of let's hope it's entertaining. then,
Yeah, I hope
folks.
so.
Mhm.
Too.
Yeah, that's all we could. Yeah, let's hope it's entertaining.
Mhm.
Okay, let's.
Oh, just on a side note, did anyone see that video about the 4K restoration of Aliens?
No,
No.
And so
tell
so
me
this
more.
guy
Tell
went
me more.
right through it, and he basically he discovered that they used AI to do it.
Oh
right?
yeah, they absolutely did.
And so he proved it. Like if you saw the old version, the new version, if you see Vasquez walking in the background, her face is all scrunched up like AI didn't know what to do with her face. And then when you look at the original version, it's not. He showed all these examples of how AI did a bad job, and I couldn't believe it. He's right, absolutely right. Why didn't they just take the 4K and just
Yeah, I clearly they did not go back and do another
yeah
scan of it. They did not do a fresh scan of the film and actually restore it. I think they used an earlier scan that they had, maybe
Yes.
a 2K scan, and they upscaled it using
Yeah.
AI. It does not look good. At all. No.
Ripley has 6 fingers. Very good.
We know that they did that not just with Aliens, but they True Lies was also
Lies,
redone at
yeah.
the same time, and it looks like trash.
That's very lazy, isn't it?
But the biggest thing that I didn't know, he showed he zooms into a face which is far away, and you can tell AI couldn't make out. So Vasquez has an eye lower than the other eye, and her mouth is all twisted, yeah, and stuff like that. So it's definitely AI that did all of it. So there you go, crazy, right?
Yep.
That is crazy.
What's wrong with actually paying a person to actually do it?
I don't know. I don't care.
Probably cost more.
Well, to go back and actually rescan the original masters would cost a lot
More
of money.
money.
So
Well, I thought
why
that's the
not just
point of
take a
it, though.
2K and yeah.
What is it? I got my Blu-ray of Aliens and Alien. I think I'm going to stick with them. I'm going to stick with the
Okay.
new ones.
Right. Okay. Let's move on then.
Oh, gold.
2.2 million viewers for the finale.
No, it was more than that. It was more than that. It was 235 or something like that.
Was it?
Yeah, it
Oh.
was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Still
went
not
up,
great
it
though.
was-
Still
No, still
shite.
not great. It went up a bit. That was it, really. But I haven't seen this episode, and thank God I haven't, because a lot of people are telling me it's absolute shit.
On at the cinema as well.
Yeah, did you see that picture where there was only 5 people in the cinema? Was it 32-seater?
Yeah, there was
you
one that
might want to
had
move on.
168 seats, and there were like 32 people there.
Yeah.
It was a complete non-event.
The thing is, though, this version of Doctor Who is worse than the Jodie Doctor Who. At
Wow,
least
that's sad.
It is very sad. The thing about this is, look, I will say this, right? And again,
Easy.
I do believe in diversity. The Doctor should not be black. I'm sorry. You can crucify me for that. The Doctor was an English guy that came, Cambridge, Oxford. That's who he was. They only changed him because of current stuff. That's why they did it. It's not the right way to do it. I mean, if they did this 20 years ago, I would have been all for it. If they cast, I don't know, Adrian Lester as the Doctor, I would have been all for it because it would have been the same vein as what Doctor Who is.
Yeah.
But this isn't. So there you go.
I'll quickly just say, with regards the cinema theatre, 50th Doctor Who was on at the Cineworld in the UK Saturday night, packed.
Yeah,
for the 50th, packed.
Yeah. I remember that. Unbelievable.
And that was what, 10 years ago?
And also, right, again, right, this is what I hear from my friends. The Doctor's not allowed to be masculine at all. Hence why he keeps crying all the time.
He cries in every episode. It's ridiculous.
There you go. There you go. Never mind.
It's Dr. Boo-hoo.
This is not Doctor Who, people. This is not.
No,
wait
this
for the
is
rewatch.
Doctor Who.
Yeah, exactly. Absolute nonsense.
I gave him one season as I promised, and I won't be watching the
You
next
gave him
one.
one.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm done with Doctor Who now.
Can't blame you.
I've been done for a while. I didn't even bother. I watched
The Alphabet Mafia can keep
yeah,
it.
it's,
I haven't watched an episode.
But don't you worry. Don't you worry. There's going to be 5 fans for every 1 fan that stops watching this, right? So they're going to be fine.
Doctor Who is such is part of my childhood, and I love
Mine
Doctor
too.
Who. And it's such a shame that they kind of destroyed it like this. They've literally destroyed it now. And you know what? It'll probably get a 3rd season.
Oh, no.
So there you go.
I'm going to try and not do any more Doctor Who, folks.
Thank God.
I think the
that's
chat
it.
will love you for that.
Yeah, I think that's it. Okay.
It's for Doctor Who. Doctor what?
Dr. Watt.
Dr. What?
Dr. what?
Dr. Watt. Okay.
Dr. What the fuck?
Let's move on then.
Move along. In the bin.
I would say, does anybody know could anybody guess? But I couldn't be bothered to take it out from the slides I sent you. So
I mean,
everybody knows what it is.
We already did Amanda Stenberg, so
Right.
yeah. It's got to be something else.
Oh, did anybody see this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was sickening.
The activists from Just Stop Oil group covered the ancient Neolithic monuments, Stonehenge, everybody, and not the Spinal Tap one either, in orange paint to demand an end to fossil fuels. They were arrested at the scene.
Didn't Stonehenge used to be one of the quote unquote wonders of the world, so to speak?
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I thought. And that's sick that they did this. And they destroyed a really famous painting. What was it, last year?
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Blocking traffic, damaging, destroying pieces of art, vandalizing pieces of world history. Screw these terrorists. Nobody wants anything to do with you. We don't want to hear what you have to say. Go home. We hate you.
You
You're
make me want to
terrorists.
use twice as much oil just to spite your fucking asses. Just saying. Just saying.
They should
Yeah,
get
I
a
agree.
power jet. You know those power water jets, and it's sprayed, but
I think it'll wash off eventually.
sprayed and just pretend to miss. And
I
hit
hope
them in
so.
the
The
face.
weather will get rid of it.
That's
I
what
don't
they
think they
should
were
do.
able to fix the painting though.
No,
Real funny
no,
is
they
the
can
really
fix-
funny thing is they haven't done any of this in China yet.
Yeah.
They should really go, because China's actually using far more fuel, creating
coal.
far more, coal. They're doing a lot more damage to the environment right now than either Europe or the United States. So they should really go to China and try this and see what happens.
So R2, are you suggesting that they attack the Great Wall next?
Yeah, they should.
Yes.
Yeah, let's just go for it. You
They
know,
wouldn't make it out alive.
oh yeah, they should. You know, maybe some other cultural sites in China. They should go try that and see what happens.
Well,
Didn't
they're
they
a
spray
communist country. Good luck to them.
the Scotland Yard sign as
They
well,
did.
didn't they?
No
in
charges.
orange? Yeah.
Yeah, and you know what gets me is like they're not helping anybody, bringing anybody to their
No.
cause. No one gives a shit about these people. All they do is piss people off, and also, I mean, like, I'm not saying like be violent or anything like that. Why doesn't anybody just haul off and knock the shit out of one of these
They
people?
do.
I mean, like,
They
I-
do.
in
It's
Germany.
happened.
Yeah, they got
I-
They did
arrested.
it in
because I'm all
Germany.
like, this shit doesn't happen near me, and thank God it doesn't. Because I'm like,
Yeah, you
I've
go.
just- I've had
Middle class
enough.
wankers. Yeah, they all are. Yeah,
They're all trust fund babies.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. I
in Germany, some big fat guy picked up one of them and threw them because he was in the street. So he picked him up and threw the guy, and just
And then
got
he
in his
probably
car
got
and
arrested.
drove off. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think they should get 10 years in prison for that.
Agreed.
Well, we have to pay for them to stay in prison. So is it
That's
worth
fine. Yeah, I'll pay.
No, you can't vandalize that. That's 10 years for me.
it? Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can't vandalize Stonehenge.
I'll gladly pay to for their
That's
ongoing
that's
suffering.
crossing the line. That is.
It would have been really cool if
Yeah.
they lent against it and it fell apart. And
No,
fell on
It's
their
just
face.
it's just a total disrespect.
It's
Just
sick.
disgusting.
Hopefully, they get stuck in a cell with someone bigger than them that's overpowering, so to speak. And that's all I'm going to say if they go to jail.
Okay. Oh, so that's in the bin. Them two pair of arseholes. It's a special in the bin, folks. Anybody see this? It's a double binning.
Double binning.
Just Stop Oil targets Taylor
Oh,
Swift's jet and fails to find it. Climate activists paint two planes at random as singer lands in Stansted ahead of Wembley show. So
So
that's
just-
that's some poor sucker's plane.
Yeah, they can't
They
even
just-
activism right. Like what fucking
I think-
idiots.
That's what I was going to say. Are they really that stupid? So it's just like, oh, well, I'll just get this plane because it's here.
Yeah.
I mean, how stupid is that?
Can I ask a question? So
gonna-
the thing they're spraying on the plane, is it like
Oil-based.
a paint that it won't come off, or it'd be hard to come off?
No idea.
So the thing is, if they should just get them to clean it off when they get
Yeah,
arrested.
that could be their punishment.
Their punishment should be
Yeah.
cleaning it off.
Yeah, agreed. Either that or 5 years in prison for that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay. It's just fuck off. Yeah.
They should come out with or we should come out with a movement. Somebody needs to come out with a movement. Just stop oil.
Yeah.
No, somebody's already done it. There is a Twitter site.
Well,
Yeah,
why did they wait for
oh.
the plane? They could have got a ticket to see Taylor Swift get in the front row and spray her with orange, couldn't they?
That's right.
Why they tack the plane? Tack
Get
her.
creative.
Yeah,
Get
they're
creative,
very they're
yeah.
not creative. They're stupid. They're very stupid.
What troubles me is they actually broke into the airport. That could be real
Which
terrorists.
airport?
Well, these
That's
are
true.
terrorists, but that could be real.
Which airport?
Stansted.
Oh, was it Stansted? Wow, there's no security in Stansted, for God's sake.
Well, it looks like they just fucking walked in.
Well, that's what they did. There's no security.
Okay. Right, so
Stansted.
that's Just Stop Oil, everybody. Just set a twat.
Just so you know. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, and finally,
Family.
Dun dun dun.
And finally, anybody see this? Donald
Exactly.
Sutherland.
Oh yes.
Oh,
I like how the discussing film chose that shot. Donald
Hunger
Sutherland
Games.
has sadly passed away at the age of 88.
Yeah.
very natural actor.
yes.
Mhm.
Amazing
Very, very good,
actor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mm.
I like what his son posted about him or
Oh,
whenever he
yeah.
first passed, and then the thank you for caring post as well. I thought that was very nice of Kiefer Sutherland.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Well, it is his son.
Well, yeah,
It's
but you know,
Jack
some people don't.
Bauer. Mm,
Yep.
It's
I
like
do- I-
beneath some celebrities.
yeah. I mean, I remember him. Kelly's Heroes, MASH.
Oh, that's
He
my
was,
favorite.
Yeah.
Really, MASH. I love MASH.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers. That was a good one.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good.
And don't forget, Don't Look Now.
I even liked him in the Buffy the Vampire
Creepy.
Slayer movie. That was pretty cute.
Yeah,
It's
I like him
silly,
in
but
Pride
it's
and
cute.
Prejudice. I
Yeah,
like
he
him.
Pride and Prejudice. He was good.
Yeah,
as
he was
well.
really good.
Yeah.
Was he any good in whatever games?
No, he was
Hunger
only guest
Games?
star, wasn't he? He was a guest
Well,
star.
he was
No,
still good
he
though.
was. Yeah, he
You
was
go.
good.
Kelly's Heroes. That's a good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Good,
a,
he
he's, a,
does
he's, a,
them.
he's a good actor. He's one of those actors that any time he's on screen, you know, his acting is flawless. You know,
He
there's not
steals
one
the
bit of
scene.
acting. Yeah, it's not bit of acting where you think, oh, that's terrible acting. It's just flawless. He's a great actor.
Whenever I think of him, it's kind of sad, but the very first thing I think of is an absolutely classic episode of The Simpsons where he was the guest star. It's the one where they have Jebediah. They're looking into Jebediah Springfield's history.
Oh,
it introduced a whole bunch of different memeable stuff that's come from The Simpsons. The word embiggen and cromulent. It's from that episode. What's wrong with embiggens? It's a perfectly cromulent word. So yeah,
He
it's
was in Space Cowboys, wasn't he?
yes, he
Wow.
was. Yeah,
Yeah,
Outbreak.
Father Jack
was,
Bauer. Enough said. Yeah.
Yeah,
One I
Jack
remember.
Bauer. Damn it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Jack Bauer.
He was a great actor.
Okay, we've got the quotes.
Kiefer.
Kiefer Sutherland. Sorry, I can't speak,
Sutherland.
folks. Kiefer Sutherland's statement on the passing of his father, Donald Sutherland. With a heavy heart, I tell you that my father, Donald Sutherland, has passed away. I personally think one of the most important actors in the history of film. Never daunted by a role, good, bad, or ugly, he loved what he did and did what he loved. And one can never ask for more than that. A life well lived.
Yeah, he was stoned most of the time when he made his films anyway.
Excellent. Probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
more than a few.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Like-
remember him in that? He was recently in that that show on HBO. Was I think it was called The Undoing or whatever. And he gives this great like monologue about how he's like I am a cocksucker, and I'm not talking about the new
What?
Yeah, he goes, I'm not. I'm paraphrasing, but he's like, not the way that we belittle gay men these days. I'm an old-fashioned cocksucker, where I will fuck over anybody that screws with my family. And I'm like, this is such a good monologue, but at the same time, I'm all like, this is naughty.
Naughty.
Coming from Donald Sutherland, I can see where you would say that, Matt.
It was a good, like, I was just like, it was a very good monologue that they gave him, and that show was pretty good. So, yeah, he will be missed.
What was the last movie you saw him in?
Oh, you say that again?
What was the last movie you saw Sutherland in?
I'm trying. Let me think. Well, I mean, I'd have to say maybe The Hunger Games, but I can't think of. Let's see. Give me a hot minute. Let me think.
I would say the same. It's probably one of the Hunger Games movies for me.
Last one I saw was there's a World War II movie on YouTube. Is it The Eagle Has Landed or something like that with Michael Caine?
Oh,
it's on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I watched it. Yeah, here you go. Was it The Eagle Has Landed? He plays an Irishman. And they're trying to kill, they're trying to kidnap Winston Churchill.
Oh. Last film I saw him in was Body Snatchers, which I
There you
watched
go.
again.
Tom, yeah, it gets it on with Jenny Agatha.
Yeah, Jenny Agatha. Oh, Jenny Agatha, please.
Jenny Agatha.
Cheers, Tom. Nice one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the last thing I
YouTube.
saw him in was Moonfall.
Yeah, that might have been it.
He had a bit part of that. It was a small part. I
Yeah.
think it's probably the last thing I saw him in.
I'm still on Jenny Agatha. Oh.
Yeah, you should watch that. It's on YouTube, mate. Okay. So rest in peace, Donald Sutherland. Yeah. Rest in peace, Donald Sutherland.
Rest in peace.
Thanks for all the fun, Donald.
And Kiefer. Jack Bauer. Okay.
Damn it. Yeah. Oh,
Way.
Hey.
Did you notice how I made it black and white to complement the video?
Yes.
Oh, you can't make a black and white. She's not black enough to be in Disney now. What's the matter with you? Put color back on her.
Well, I'll just say I'm glad when she was doing her music video. I'm glad that she put subtitles because there were some times where she was like, "And don't forget the what is she saying right now?" So
No idea.
she's singing as if there's an angel sleeping on her tongue, and I'm all like,
Yeah.
"You can speak up, honey. Like it's not a big deal."
Internet Help Desk is spoiling it for the Acolyte folks. I won't read it. It's there.
Yeah.
So you can,
Oh yeah, I saw that.
okay.
Yeah.
So is their song good then, Matt? Is it a good song?
It's very
You know,
straight.
this is the thing. Like I said, she eats it up. Like it's I think it's done really well as far as whoever filmed it or whatever. And I think that she is like a good singer and everything. But like I said, I do think that it's racist. I think that she points out white people. She singles them out. She's saying, "You're racist, white people. You need to do better, and you need to have more empathy for black people." And I'm all like, to single just one group out, that automatically just like that shows your racism way more than it shows anybody else.
Yeah, they're racist as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah,
But they say it's us. Anyway. Okay, that's it, folks. Chat, you are wonderful. Thank you for the interactions. We didn't miss any super chats, did we? So thank you for the interaction, the super chats. And if you could possibly do me a big favor and press the thumbs up, it really does help with the YouTube
Thumbs up.
And leave a
algorithm.
comment.
yeah.
Or favor.
Gods.
If you leave a comment and say he was
it was
fugly and
shite,
he's Superman,
or
then
Yes.
yeah,
if you,
that's
even if you say it's shite, it's a comment. So that's it,
Fugly.
folks. Press that
Fugly.
thumbs up. Okay, I will thank the guests from the bottom. Matt Cat 83.
Well, thanks for having me. I
Cheers,
always
buddy.
Oh, what happened?
He went.
just stopped.
Yeah, it went funny. Okay, I'll move Ian up.
Oh.
Okay, Z3PO.
Thank you very much for having me, Brown, and
Cheers,
thanks to everybody on the panel and the chat. And we'll see you on Wednesday for the Acolyte.
Oh,
I know, right? How brilliant is that?
Rainy. Cheers, Rainy.
Thank you for having me as always. Great to chat with you guys again on the panel, and awesome chat as always.
Professor R2. Bookings is red. Ooh.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks for the invite. Always enjoyed it.
I'm just watching the most amazing moon rising. Full moon. Very orange. It's amazing.
I was going to say,
last
somebody
book-
mooned you?
You're looking in the mirror?
Full moon. It's amazing. Was it the longest day today or yesterday?
No, it was yesterday, I think.
So anyway, summer's here. And last but by no means least, Wise Elder, all that, cheese and ham, all that stuff. Mega Geek, Individuals.
Thank you. And you're all
Cheers, Ian.
fugly. That's all I can say. Fugly. Fugly, fugly, fugly.
You take that back. I do not
you-
look like Tyler Hoechlin or whatever his
Speak for
fucking name is.
yourself.
Satan
I'm
with the ugly stick.
adorable.
You are, Matt. You are adorable. That is it. I'm kind of assuming B Sup is on tomorrow, but every time I say it jinxes it. But
It was on last week.
It was?
Yeah, it was on last week.
Yeah, but Brown says it and then it doesn't happen. So.
Possibly Echo Chamberlain on... Yeah, I jinxed that as well. Echo Chamberlain on Tuesday. We're back Wednesday with Acolyte. Drinker Thursday. I'll be modding that. If we don't see you those days, have a great week. See you next time, everybody. Have a great week.